as I begin recording. So, the Hammer Strike has been travelling across Mayland on their way to the Ironsgate Wall, the massive bulwark bordering the accursed lands of the Morbog. A vast area of boggy marshland and swamps suffused with dark, deathly magic. You all entered the keep, met with the gatekeepers, the order that defends the wall from the Morbog and its denizens. You met with the Order's commander, Selma Dawnbringer, who sought to organise a different route for your group through the Morbog. Being that you have a loud dwarven tank with you. We left off with you all finishing up your meals from Arngrim's glorious feast, and Vellum speaking to the commander herself about her armour, her sword, her background, to which it was revealed she is of reformist Angelicist heritage, married an Alshamic gentleman, and worships Vandriel, the Angel of Redemption, a little-known archon in the Angelic Pantheon. She then warned about the various dangers in the Morbog, and what those dangers could hold, namely a terrifying black dragon by the name of Mortithax, daughter of the night, that has frustratingly evaded their blades for decades. She was also warned of the Morbog's effects on the mind, and that trust was needed between allies. After some tense, slightly backhanded compliments from Vellum, alcohol eventually softened hardened exteriors, and a friendship was established. She also elaborated on her earlier proposals regarding your companion, Vadmir, to give her a safer route to the other side, to the other wall via teleportation of the wall's waystones, being that she's a child and would rather not subject her to the horrors of the bog. An agreement was made, and she'll meet you on the other side. Later, Arngrim received a letter from a courier addressed to him by Captain Thurdrin Brasheim, captain of the Guard of Doonhollow. Apparently it was a ledger of his family's lineage, information that spurred conflict in his mind and eventually pride. Apparently there's some significant revelations about his lineage known only to him for now. You all then met up with the rest of the party in the arena, and after a rather chaotic duel between Vellum and Dejar, which was done off-screen between sessions, in which Vellum roundly beat Dejar, Arngrim promptly told them off for being so reckless. You all discussed the news of the Black Dragon inhabiting the Morbog, and some strategies regarding such. Some ham shenanigans with Arngrim. You all bought up a few Revivify scrolls just in case as well, and Dejar Gronka had some riveting and humorous conversations regarding the strange nature of the Naga people and Gronka's current attitudes towards the Black Hand. It seemed he was somewhat dissuaded to work with them, given new revelations of what they might be up to. Who knows? Vellum spoke with Olan, the Alshamic blacksmith, about silvering weapons, and after flashing his sun sword and medallion of Alsham's favour, he was more than willing to teach him. He also revealed the nature of the sun sword. Apparently there's only 100 of them in existence, all forged with a fragment of power from the Sun Spear, the legendary weapon of Katesh himself, rumoured to have been crafted by the hands of Alsham, the Sunfather. The next day, you met your guide, a scout named Severe, a faithful of Eonir, the Eagle Spirit. He was the bowmaker you purchased a number of sanctified bolts and arrows from. Then you headed out into the Morbog proper. A dark, dreary landscape of grey marshlands, where the trees and plants wither, where the air is thick with the scent of decay, and drifting ash like snow that never falls. A place where the living dare not enter. As you travelled, a familiar guest kept an eye on you all, noticed only by Saoyun. A blind, sightless crow, with naught but empty sockets for eyes. As you left it behind, it flew into a small black void, and disappeared. So, as you continued your travels through the Morbog, unless there's anything you wish to say to one another, I will continue on.
There's one thing that I forgot because a bunch of shenanigans were happening towards the end of last session before he left. Before they leave,
Multiples.
Liska is going to go to the small little thing of, like, a little shrine of Tabor, and she's going to kind of like, she's just going to get like a couple of like bits of trail rations and like a few gold and like kind of lay them on there and just kind of, this is, she's by herself.
Yeah.
Give like a stern nod and just be like, you do what you have to, I'll do what I have to. We'll watch each other's backs out there. And then she's, walk on back. And now fast forward.
Okay.
To the Morbog.
All right. Okay, here we go. So, anyone wish to say anything? I'll continue.
I think you can continue.
Okay. Looks like Grunk is still in the main menu. Let me just pull him over.
Thanks.
If that doesn't work, you might need to refresh, just in case.
Yeah, you got stuck on 76% like normal.
Yeah. So, as you travel these dreary lands, allowing Severe to lead you all, with Grunkus' aid, the small deepling having closely studied the map beforehand, you continue to follow the sturdier terrain to the south. You divert around areas of soft peat, clusters of dead trees that look as though they've twisted around each other. You're careful not to trip over the odd upended root that wrenches itself out of the ground like a clawed hand. Beyond the churning of the steamhammer's engine, there's little else you can hear. A pocket of fetid air from the nearby muddy waters burbles up and just lazily bursts, releasing a brief foul whiff of decay. You can begin to see other things in the water, beyond the stray blades of long dying grass and rotten cattails. You see, Soyun, off some distance away, what looks like the arched structure of a spine and ribs protruding from the surface of the water, bleached white with the eons.
Zio just takes a moment to look at the absurdity of what the Morbog actually is now that she's here, and then just points it out to the party, just like, hey, look at that. Then she just, gestures with an arm. Because, frankly, you can't miss it.
I've heard stories, but this...
This is, very vast and certainly something.
I'm more worried about the fact that what's sticking up.
Oh,
Because
Oh.
You see, it's not large by any means. It's this sort of humped formation. This kind of rib-like protrusions. You see, actually, as you get closer, you look kind of beneath the surface, and you see, perfectly preserved in the stagnant waters, the body of some sort of ox or cattle. You see, everything above the water has just been picked clean and rotten away.
that was what I was worried about. Note to self. I need to get you guys some rings of water walking. Because I am certainly not gonna fucking have one of you drop down into that.
That is most concerning.
But hopefully, and she motions to. Well, if I have notes, I have his name in my notes. Severe, that's right. Hopefully, he'll keep us on, solid ground. Plus, I have these, and she like holds up her hooves, and there's what look like basically bracers because she has hooves. She can't wear shoes, but they have wings on them, and she is carrying her usual shield. So Liska currently is attuned to the winged boots.
Oh, okay.
So she has the fly speed right now.
Doesn't want to get her hooves dirty.
That's not terrible.
That is good to know.
Yeah.
Because I was a bit worried since, well, given your size and the weight, you'd sink like a rock.
Oh, that wasn't why I did it. I did it because of the dragon.
Sam sort of
right.
visibly thinks for a moment, then just, okay, that makes more sense.
Trust our guide, but fuck that dragon.
Yeah. About that.
Anyway, so it's just let's be careful. Watch where we step. Zavir seems like a competent person. She motions to the guy who's probably just sitting there, standing, waiting for us to just keep walking.
Yeah.
So I feel like it will be fine. It's like
Drag, keep our voices down, for sure.
As you. So you can.
No, I could just do a telepathic thing.
Better save him in case we come across anything.
like a dragon.
You just not.
For sake of future ease, assume that any time Velox, while on this journey, is in a hushed tone, because
Yeah,
I feel like if I talk too
states.
quietly, I will not register on the bike.
Stage whisper.
Stage was
That's why I'm talking like this. This is Bliska whispering.
this. Cheeky breaking donkey.
She sounds more like Russian mafia when she's whispering. This is what Liska sounds like when she's whispering. Anyway.
Sure. That won't serve a certain direction.
Yep.
So, as you continue on down the guided path that Sivir and Grunker are sort of leading out for you, you will then see what looks like another skeletal structure. Small. It's nearby. An arm. And a hand. It's humanoid. Clinging to a partly fallen tree trunk that sort of lists wearily in the bog. Again, bleached white bone, fingers dug deep into the moss-ridden bark. Everything below one half of the face is submerged and, again, perfectly preserved just beneath the surface. Even his hair.
That's a big note from me, boss. I mean, I assume the guide is leading that a wide berth, yes?
Oh yes.
Zao just turns to Severe and then quietly asks him, so, how often do traders or other people disappear? Then she sort of motions to the preserved half person.
Quite often, I would be wary where you step, like our big bull friend just said. There are many like them throughout these lines. Those who gave in, those who lost hope, those who were not strong of will. They are.
Duly noted.
They are sorrow-sworn now. There is little helping them. As he says this, you journey past a nearby shallow pool of water, and you see another body, dressed in naught but rags, submerged beneath the surface. She's humanoid, withered, curled in the fetal position just beneath the surface. The shoulder and part of the hip that protrudes from the surface is naught but bleached bone. Her face almost has a serene disposition, as if she was sleeping. Her hair tangled with the rotten reeds and tree roots. It's as if she chose this as her final resting place.
Well,
I knew the Morbog would be dark, but damn.
fucked up, man. Well, the best we can do is just continue onward. Try not to look in any pools.
That would be advisable. Come, let us go.
Oh. Well, sorry. Well, I imagine we're walking kind of single file, right?
Yeah.
Like basically wherever homeboy's stepping, we're stepping.
For the most part, yeah, because Venom's basically right on the heels of Steamhammer with the wagon.
Liska is going to pointedly be like, she's going to pull out the icon of fate, be like, hey everybody, do this.
What
Venom
is
has done
that?
Oh, it's just something that helps you in life. I don't know, it's magical.
Yeah, it's actually pretty useful. I would recommend it.
Alright,
Here, stare at it for like a minute, you'll figure out why.
okay. And he will do so.
Alright, this is the first time that you're using it, Deja. As you kind of stare into this, you see your vision sort of tunnels into the crystalline sort of greenish structures within, and you feel as though it's like an out of body experience almost, as you're transported to this entire cosmos of strange silken strands that link different possibilities, different choices that you've made throughout your life. You see choices that you could have made, and then that link to these alternate paths you could have taken, these alternate realities in a way. And then, as after a minute passes, you find yourself sucked back out of this strange icosahedral shape, and it feels like more time has passed than. Oh fuck! What was that?
Then she drops it in the water.
Hell no.
There's, more time has passed than what has actually passed, according to your senses.
That's what is this thing? Interesting. Hand it to whoever else, because yeah, wow.
Duly noted.
Are you offering this to Severe as well?
Are we?
I mean, he's seeing us do it. If he wants to, why not?
Yeah, sure.
He seems confused by this whole ordeal, or doesn't know what the hell you guys are doing. You guys are pretty high-end adventurers by this point, and he's just he seems to be brushing it off as like, that's weird. Okay, let's continue on.
These people are kind of odd.
Yeah.
It's like it's like Liska's gonna hold it out to him. It's like, you don't have to if you don't want to. It is just something that it is a magical item that allows. She kind of thinks for a moment. She mumbles something demonic, trying to think of what it is in common. I think
Better
you
choices.
in common. She is referred to as like Lady Luck. Like, is on your side at least once a day. If that's something that you would be interested in, use it.
He kind of ponders for a moment, and then shrugs. Yeah. What can be the harm? And he kind of.
Yeah, what could be the harm? Suddenly, the cosmos in his mind.
Yeah.
Insert scene from Doctor Strange. You know the one.
Yeah.
Yep.
And he kind of stares into it for a moment, eyes widen. You see flickers of greenish light kind of spider across his eyes, across his gaze, and then he and just kind of drops it to the ground.
Like Liska picks it up real quick.
What in Eagle's name was that?
That was, magic. The cosmos. Good stuff. Don't worry. If today or tomorrow or whenever we might need this, let's just say the odds will be in your favor.
Sal just pipes up a little with a call it a second chance if you need.
You are a very weird people.
Trust me? No.
Take it as a
And
compliment.
trust me, this isn't even the worst thing that we've come across. It actually isn't even that bad. It's just kind of weird at first. Trust me, you get used to it.
I will trust your instincts. Let us continue. He seems to be sort of like pushing that memory out of his mind for a moment.
Man just got blasted with the 20th century stuff.
Yeah,
Doesn't know how to compute.
his mind just got blasted with eternity and doesn't know what to think of it.
Uh-huh. This is weird.
Mm-hmm.
You are correct.
So, continue on. And eventually, let's see. Sayun, with your passive perception, you see off in the distance, looks like this small cluster of oddly shaped trees strung into Y formations. There's 3 of them, comprised of many small branches kind of lashed together with odd frayed ropes.
So I will make a point to sort of tap Severe on the shoulder and then point out and then just nod as if questioning what the fuck that is.
Severe kind of gestures to where you're pointing, kind of just tries to peer through the fog a bit. I am not sure. I've not been this way before.
Well, kinda looks like a bunch of trees to me, but and then Sal then takes a quick sweeping look around before looking back. They stand rather out.
Yeah, there doesn't appear to be any other trees shaped like these. As you get closer, these aren't trees. These are structures. Wicker-like structures made from dead, rotten wood. And they're very tall, about 15 feet up from the ground. You can see lashed and entangled within each of these structures are 3 skeletal figures, arms and feet bound in a manner similar to that of crucifixion.
Thal sort of blinks for a moment and just goes, "Oh, Devir, would there perchance be? I know the classical term would be a witch within the Borg.
That I don't
Any
know
kind
of.
of other hags?"
I am unsure.
Because those are people. And she just sort of makes a point to point out the little details she's noticed so far.
We may need to divert around them. I cannot see a way around them now.
I do agree we should probably move around them. Sal sort of looks back to the rest of the party and then sort of makes a gesture to point it out to them as well.
Gar's face is color just drains from her face. Ooh.
Those curious, go ahead and make a religion check for me. Okay. Deja. There is certainly some sort of religious significance to these structures, though no mainstream religion you know of practices the construction of them. This may very well be some sort of cultist activity. Judging from the age of the wood, from this distance, these are ancient practices. Paganistic is perhaps the best way to describe it. Likely built for some nefarious purposes. Whether or not the people who constructed these are still around, you are unsure.
This haven't aligned with anything he has researched before? Dealing with the Morbog?
Go ahead and make a history check. Okay. 26. You have certainly heard of a number of things that are similar to this. Particularly after your ordeal with the Targovian hag. You've done some research on hags before. This sort of ritualistic, sacrificial process seems to bear some similarity, as hags often like to deal with Wicca structures, witches, that sort of thing.
Yeah, why the birth? Not something you want to be near nor touch. Ugh. Just has a mini flashback, like I avoid eye contact with that thing as much as possible.
Very well. I would recommend staying here, while I scout ahead, see if I can find any alternative route.
I think that would not be necessary. I can do something to, well, I can view it from afar just by being here. takes out her book and flips to a page using the arcane eye.
Just make sure to read on what that does.
Oh, I've read it. I read it.
Can you ping?
I can. Yeah,
Yeah,
give me a second.
ping spells for everyone,
This is
including the DM.
There's an action you can move. Okay. Right.
Yes.
So you're trying to kind of search around the general area, attempts to discover anything that might look as though it would support the weight of the tank.
Yes.
Okay. Alright, so go ahead and cast that one.
Alright.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting. Love it. Given that Dajar has kind of said what she's doing, can basically I use a survival check to tell Dajar what to look for so she can get like an advantage on this perception?
Sure. In fact, Sivir being the guide, he's also going to have his input as well. So,
Alrighty then.
Jar, go ahead and make a survival check with advantage. In fact, it's stop the steam over there.
It's shift or is it
Alt.
control?
Alt force advantage.
Alt.
A for advantage.
Oof, 11. As you kind of wheel this invisible arcane eye, throughout the general vicinity, you're unable to find any other path that would be able to divert away from at least driving nearby these things. You also see, let's see, you can also see, as you kind of veer the arcane eye a bit closer to the structures, just trying to search around the general vicinity, you see partly buried in the soft peat are bleached white bones, some of which are sort of coiled into fetal positions. Remains, it seems.
He's going to say as much. I can't seem to find an alternate route with the spell of mine that could support the steam hammer. And I have some more bad news. There seems to be remains, bleached bones in the fetal position in this moss ground. The foot of these structures. That's all I can do. That's all I can see.
Like, I guess either Severo or myself can maybe scout ahead, see if we can find something that is a pathway for the Steam Hammer.
Perhaps.
Alright, I will keep an eye out for your guys' back. At least I can do.
At least if
Have
worst
to
comes to
spell up.
worst comes to worst, we can just dismantle those structures and move on.
Right.
So yeah, Liska is gonna, I guess, scout ahead. She's gonna use the Slayer's blade also as kind of like a prodding thing, because a lot of times in these kind of situations, swamp water has things that are floating on it, so you don't realize that there's just water underneath and not ground. So,
Very, very good call to do.
Alright, so with Severe's help, go ahead and make a survival check as you trudge through the mist beyond.
alright. Bam.
Alright, give me a second here. Okay. So, trudging slowly, very slowly, continuing south. Getting nearer to these structures, but you're attempting to give them a wide berth. And it seems as though the marshland, or at least solid ground, and any sort of solid ground you can see, seems to split into this sort of cross intersection. There's a path you're coming down, and there's in fact I might be able to just draw it out. Okay, so there's a path that you're going down. There's like a
Okay.
this sort of area. And there's an area that goes over here, down here, down here. And the structures, from what you can see, there's one here, there's one here, and there's one here.
So the only path that's visibly not like being intersected by these structures is this one right here.
It seems as that seems to be the case, and that passes within. Let's see how many feet that would be. It passes within like 20 feet of one of these structures.
Okay. But it's not going underneath the structure like these seem to be.
No.
Okay. And these are the only kind of solid ground that we found.
Seems to be the case, yes. Or at least some that are wide enough to accommodate the steam hammer.
Okay.
There is a small sort of pathway that leads this direction. That's about 10 feet wide or so.
Okay. So for people, not for things. Gotcha. All right. Yeah, Whiska's gonna come back with Severe and relay that information. It's like, okay, so it seems that there's kind of we're at the crossroads. There are 3 paths that lead out away from where we are. 2 go underneath the structures. 1 is somewhat adjacent to a structure, maybe about 20 or so feet. For those of us that do not wish to get that close, there's a side path that can lead around it. But it seems like the steam hammer and the cart are probably going to have to go within 20 feet of the structure. And do we and she's gonna look at Severe's like, you said that you've never been here before, but you get a general sense of the direction that we need to go, yes?
We need to head south towards the mountains. That is where we will find sturdier ground.
Okay. So this, and she points I guess she found a thing to indicate the ground, like she drew it. I don't know, who fucking knows. This path, and she motions to the one that doesn't go near, or doesn't go underneath something. Heads... Oh, wait, fuck, if that's... south.
In fact,
That will be our west.
yeah. Let me bring
Wait.
up. I can bring up the map for you if you like.
No, that's fine. Like, just trying to.
Okay.
That is not what I want. There we go. How do you just draw on this thing? Oh, yeah. Also. So, with that in mind.
Yeah, you're coming from the north, and the path continues down south, or rather, the path that's not clogged up seems to lead towards the
East.
East.
Okay. So, yes, so that travels east. Do you think that we can perhaps, if we choose that path, find a means to circle around and go back south, or?
Well, east will take us further to mountains, but not further towards the southern wall. I can see if I can find another path south if we take the eastern road.
Well, you do say that near the mountains is where there are more solid ground, so at least if we go east, we will be headed towards more solid ground.
Very well.
Liska looks to the rest of the group. Any thoughts?
Not really, but I do have a concern. If there's more solid ground and there is mountains, what are the chances there's also a dragon?
I do not know. Can I make a check for knowledge on dragons that I might have read while at like the
Yeah.
dragon slaying? Whatever the fuck.
Go ahead and make a nature check for me.
Dragon's Lane College.
16. Dragons, mountains tend to be good hunting grounds for dragons. They are, chock full of mountain goats, juicy mountain goats. Black dragons, swamps and mountains tend to be good hunting grounds for dragons as well. Sorry, black dragons. That's about it. Yeah, mountains and dragons. It's not that hard of a link to make.
Liska's just gonna shrug. It's like, well, I mean, the black dragons tend to stick to swamps anyway, so we are already in a place that we're likely going to meet it. If we are going to deal with it, I'd rather it be on solid ground. I don't think we'd be
kind of
in any more danger if we go to the mountains than we are already now.
We kind of have a bad habit of attracting them. So I'd rather be somewhere we can actually find proper.
Your footing, basically.
Yeah, not all of us have a tail to help distribute our weight.
Fair enough.
Noted.
Very well, east it is.
Head on east, and Liska will lead. I guess have Severe lead them down this path, and then Liska will lead them down this one.
Okay.
She's big and easily seen from a tank.
Alright. So, before I continue, give me a brief second.
Hold on, I have to load the battle map.
Sorry, hang on.
Quick question for you, Janitor.
Mhm.
While traveling this path, was an hour expunged, or will my spell still be up?
Let's see. I believe you're. No, it's probably still up by now.
Okay, then so I'll just have it in front of us that goes around this area.
I'm just fiddly with all the vehicles. Give me a second. Okay.
I don't like this map name.
How do you think I feel?
For some reason, the first thing I looked at was Bag of Holding, and I thought it was the name of the map, and I was like, that's a weird name of a map. Oh, yeah, I'm, getting them Darkwood vibes again.
Don't bring that name up again, dude.
Yo, I'm good, because fucking similar vibes.
Alright, so your tokens are all here in case you're looking for them. Your token is here, Vellum. You are
Yeah,
on.
I see him on the wagon.
Yeah. Alright, so as the steam hammer over what looks like a sort of chopped down hunk of a tree that may have once been living at some point, kind of a sort of flat topped. I've forgotten what you fucking call it. Stump. That's it.
Stump.
And Vellum sort of narrowly, kind of his cart sort of narrowly leans to one side as the wheels briefly kind of touch the shores of the boggy terrain.
So I like the fact that you literally had maps like, oh, it's about 20 feet from the thing. It's like, nice. Yeah, I was thinking, it's like, he probably has a map for this.
I am very spooked by the fact that I can see no one else because of the steam hammer.
I
Yep,
have to reload the
you cannot see past it.
I know, and that's fine. I'm not complaining. It's just adding to the spooks.
Yeah, bad vibes.
Riddles.
You know what doesn't help? I watched The Ritual a few days ago.
Oh, God.
So I'm getting major spook vibes from this.
The spookiest.
Alright, so
Hey, hold on to your dookies.
what are you
Ready
guys
for
doing?
spooky.
Know that we'll say Sevilla's up in front here.
I'm gonna be
So,
right about here.
as again, Liska was saying, she wants to, like, she'll lead the carts and. Oop, that's not what I wanted. That's weird. Okay. That's the right one. No, that's not the right one. Who the fuck is just the normal measuring tool?
The ruler.
Yeah. Well, that's moving me. Maybe it's just because I was pressing.
Yeah, if you press space while you've moved from your token, it moves your token automatically. So just do it off your token from the measurement point.
Well, yeah, but y'all can't see. Like, I can't waypoint. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Right,
I mean,
right.
I can see
Oh, we
your.
can see it.
Yeah, cool, but I can't waypoint.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay, yeah, that's unfortunate. You're probably
Come
gonna
on,
have
guys.
to. Yeah, you're probably gonna have to use your token to move there,
Okay,
and they just sort of move back.
So yeah, so there is, like, Liska said, hey, there. I'm assuming it's this thing, and that everyone else who's not driving a vehicle can go that direction, and that Liska will lead them through here. And I'm guessing anything that's not bluish green, deathly, I'm assuming is quote unquote solid ground. Okay. All right. So yeah. So I guess Liska's just like, hey, Severe, if you can, with them, have them follow this path, and then I will lead the big things to, like, down the path next to the whatever the fuck those are.
Oh, can do. Everyone, follow me.
So I want to clarify something here. You said everyone that isn't driving a vehicle.
Yes.
Okay, I am with the. I am keeping an eye out on literally everything around me, though, given the fact that we're splitting.
I mean, it's just splitting by 40 feet.
So you look, 40 feet is a long distance. This.
You're two spellcasters and a person with. Yeah, we have two spellcasters and distancing.
By the way, Dejal, make sure you're casting. Make sure you've cast your intellect fortress on the person you want to do it with. Just so the buff's there.
Right.
If you want to right now.
Yeah, it would be a good time to do it.
Because
Do you know?
you said you're keeping up the intellect fortress, right?
No, not the Intellect Fortress. The Arcane.
Right. Okay, I
Yeah, big floaty eyeball.
my bad. Okay, so just go ahead and cast that. Just untick consume resource, just so you have it on the map.
So yeah, Liska's going to come back to Vellum and Argrim and be like, hey, this is what we're doing. If you can, just follow me. Like, try to stay as close to in line as I am. So I'll try to lead you.
Right,
Broadest
can
path.
do. Angrim sort of leans out the side of the tank, gives the okay sign.
Just thumbs up, arm hanging out of the tank. Alright, got it.
And then while everyone's going that direction, Liska will slowly start leading.
All right.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
It may just be me being paranoid.
Yep.
Why can we select the trees with the people on it?
What?
I can't.
You're the only one who can.
Alright. I think it might just be my foundry fucking up then.
Yeah, probably.
Like, what?
What?
I tell you what.
I'll tell you what.
What?
All right, so Arngrim kind of chugs slowly chugs his steam hammer this direction.
Bobby.
And kind of
Oh, hey, Bobby.
Get us.
this is going weird places.
It's got a little off the rails.
All right, so So you're kind of
There's all the trees, man.
So you're kind of passing one of these structures, Liska. So Yun, as you kind of look,
World pauses.
as you look to check up on Liska, you see one of the skulls nearest to Liska has moved in the absence of your gaze, and it's looking in Liska's direction.
It'll be fine.
Being rather alarmed by this fact, because Sal knows one thing that was mentioned. This place will fuck with your mind. I will sort of look over to Liska and then sort of taps her earring a little. Liska? Something is going on. The skulls are moving.
Well, hold on. Let me... Oh, hold on. Let me use... Inspiration to
Oh.
reroll that.
Oh, okay. Let's try again then. There you go. So let me just go ahead and delete that effect.
Yeah, I'm not looking. I'm not reading. Haven't read it.
Yep, yep.
What are you talking about, Sal?
Okay, there you go. You can now go ahead and read it.
Jesus. All right.
Lots of things going on.
What the fuck, Jenner? All right. Yeah.
It's
Yeah, this is just like...
the nature of the Morbog.
This is just like... No, yeah. It's just... That got her off guard. Yeah, let's get just like what you talking about. I mean, the first time that the things that passed through, there's a lot of noise. It probably just shook all loose. It's fine.
A skull does not move and then look to you while none of us are near it.
I'm near it. The steam hammer is near it. This thing causes a lot of vibrations in the ground. You can feel it through the ground right now. It's fine. It's out. You're worrying too much.
With a deep sigh, Sal just sort of holds back for a moment, doesn't want to shout at Liska, but at the same time, made a note of, where things are and if they move.
Good bit. Do.
Fucking...
That's the nature of the Morbog. It's fucked up.
Yep.
As the steam hammer trundles on by, and Severe uses this opportunity to kind of make his way past, using the bulk of the steam hammer to sort of block any sort of vision the structures have. At the prompt of Sao Yun hearing that one of the skulls has moved. Like, that's not good. Let's break any sort of vision as quickly as we can.
It's
And he
fine.
promptly gestures you all to follow.
I'll be real. I'm tempted to put that fucking mind stone on. Morbog fucks with your head.
I thought about it.
I want
and
my
then I
head to be
realized-
fucked with.
Yeah, I thought about it, then I realized that the Mind Stones like only last for one turn. It's just like, okay.
Yeah, got limited charges as well.
All right.
Yep.
Is you all?
Though, it is. Sorry. Like, I'll let you finish it now.
Oh, I was as you all trundle on by, the Steamhammer going as slow as it can. Oh, steady, girl! You hear a Angrim echo from inside, and you all make it out there.
With nothing wrong whatsoever. Nothing happened
Nothing happened.
at all.
Not at all.
Surely.
Absolutely not.
I swear to fucking God, you're gonna turn this game into a horror movie.
That's the
That's
point.
We're talking. Nothing bad happened. You just jumped at a random skeleton. Like, come on. Need to be made of sterner stuff than that.
Yes. Yes, swear.
More ribs.
No. This place is full of people missing ribs.
Yeah.
Fuck.
This is like, no, this is
fuckers.
where all the
It
ribs
is.
have gone.
The
The
ribs
ribs
bog.
The rib snatcher.
This is where all ribs could die.
Yeah.
So powerful.
All right.
Have you even? Hey, speaking of, Gainer,
Mm-hmm.
where's my Mind Stone?
Check your bat of holding. That's what mine was.
Yeah.
Oh. Fuck, how to click the bag of holding again? I need to click. Alright, middle click.
Do I want to unattune to my buckler just so I can have that extra oomph for the mental shit?
All right. Do you see it?
Doesn't look like it's in here.
Okay. I'll just hand it over to you. Should be in your equipment.
I can send him a copy of mine.
So, now that I was thinking, this is out of character because Liska wouldn't know this. They are experimental mind stones, which means that they could be made better, and we happen to have an alchemist and a wizard in our party. So if y'all want to maybe make a non-experimental mind stone a complete mind stone, that could be cool.
Well, we can talk about that at camp. Regardless, I think I may swap
Yeah,
out
camp.
two, but
Oh no, no. Again, this is out of character. This would be something.
yeah, I
later.
know. Just
Maybe
it's,
you don't
it's
wanna
a
do-
sensible thing for a smart person to come up with. Sadly, I'm not a smart person, so
I mean, you don't want to do experimental magic while on the road in the middle of a swamp. They'll eat your souls.
yeah,
Suck
what's
your toes.
wrong with that?
Suck your toes. That went down a different path.
Trust me, I have
Good
been
luck you don't
thinking
have
about
those.
the Mind Stones, and if I could do something with them. But they are Mind Stones, and that is something that is not something you'll just experiment on.
Hey, now's the time. And the name suggests otherwise. They are experimental mind stone.
Ah, yes, because surely I would like to have it be then turned into some kind of gem of mind shield thing. And only if
You
can't-
made it do that. It's your prerogative.
They can't suck your mind if you have no mind.
Like
Yeah.
suck your toes though.
You need a brain
This is getting weird.
It's turned into a food source.
Like, oh god.
Okay.
Luckily, Liska has hooves.
Yeah.
It has one big toe.
No one's into that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, no one's into sucking hooves. What are you talking about? That's crazy. Crazy.
Okay.
No, okay. Good time.
So-
All right. We're continuing on.
As you follow Severe, diverting around those strange, horrific structures, you continue on your travels through the grim surroundings of the Morbog, keeping as quiet as possible for the next day. No wait, hang on. This would be. Never mind. You continuing on as far as possible.
Okay.
You can just hear the rolling, but you can't see it.
Yeah, it's terrifying.
Iska. Oh wait, hang on. 1,
Let's take
2,
this.
3, 4, 5. Who's missing? So we've got Dejar, Sayun, Grunker, Liska.
Oh, I have.
Oh,
I didn't know there was a prompt.
we need to do Angrim, don't we?
GM has requested rolls. Here,
Mhm.
that's that. Hit.
Okay.
Don't know if that's successful or fail. That's the scary part.
Liska.
Yeah,
Nope.
I was gonna say, can I use Font of Inspiration to roll in?
Go ahead.
Let me prompt again, I guess.
Oh yes. Everyone can feel free to.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting another one.
No, don't worry about the second one. That was just for.
Oh,
Just
Yeah,
for
so-
moi.
I couldn't close it. Now I wasted a crit.
You just use the X button top right.
I didn't. It was all weirdly squished.
Oh, okay. So, Liska, you're trudging your way through the Morbog. Actually, you know what? I can just DM you this, can't I?
Yep.
Okay. So, as you continue on for the remainder of the day, little else beyond the occasional submerged poor entity that has succumbed to the Morbog. You see nothing else but these submerged bodies of others who have lost their way, lost their hope. But that's about it. And it's difficult to judge whether or not night comes, but Severe kind of gestures to you all. Let us set up camp for the night. I shall find us a good spot.
Alright.
And as a couple more hours go by, as you will set up camp.
Right.
There you go.
Let me. Before
Thanks,
we
I hate
get
it.
before we get started,
Yeah, Gurkha's gonna switch over from the experimental mind stone to the experimental mind stone from the luck stone. Probably gonna be more useful here. Them best be pooping holes and not graves. Where?
Oh, I
Where
can't
the
see
poopy? Where the poopy holes? Oh, I can't see that.
It's like I
Oh,
will find
yeah.
us a good place to camp right next to open graves.
I had to make a mean
Why-
shit. Okay, had to make an entire trench.
I mean, they could just be for listening.
No, let's go.
But every
For Gronka.
Yeah,
Have you seen that boy poop?
it's like a
His
miniature.
diet is concerning.
It's like a miniature horse.
while everyone's doing that, I'm going to cast Mordenkainen's private sanctum around the
Alright.
campsite.
Yay!
Good thinking.
I am gonna swap out my attunement. And this is a Vellum thing, that makes sense. Not a fucking meta thing, because like as they're like around the campfire, Jar is starting her chanting. He's gonna rummage into his bag and pull out the stones. Like, right, I don't know how much of this bog stuff actually fucks with the red, or if it's just sort of looks around at, like the drab, dank atmosphere. How it is, but I ain't taking any fucking chances, so I'm gonna be sort of almost like everyone knows this sort of. How he just doesn't finish the sentence, but then forgets Sneckers. The mind stuff we got a while back, and I'm gonna start attuning for that. So goodbye attunement to Buckler.
Okay.
And I can still use it as a shield, I just don't get its effects.
Just give me a second. I accidentally misclicked the tab here to the map.
Tune it that bad. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you're in the map.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to. So, forever along the third day. Let's try this.
Whoop.
Here we go.
Yeah, okay. So that's the radius of it. We'll just delete that.
Yeah. I've just.
Just making sure the entire campsite is hidden.
Yeah.
So, consider this an opportunity to do a bit of roleplay if you want. Prepare some spells for the next day, that sort of thing.
I'm gonna have Velma tune, and while I do that, I'm gonna go bathroom real quick just to
Okay.
wipe my face.
He's gonna go to the trenches.
No, he's not. He's not going to the trenches. And remember, guys, buddy system. Go on the poop. Don't go alone.
What? Just in case you fall into the
do
trench.
you want to be grabbed by the undead while you're pooping? No.
I mean, it'd make it a lot more smooth. You know, coming
a
out.
lot quicker, that's for sure.
Make sure you keep your balls
Yeah, you
in
don't
check.
want to be just squatting down and then suddenly a skeleton shoots out of the ground and grabs your butt.
And grabs your nuts.
Anyway, I'm gonna bear it back and
and
wipe
just
my face.
hides the camp. Hears that, goes like, what the fuck? I almost broke my concentration. What the heck? You know what? No. Don't explain. Bye.
I'm having to reload the map so many times.
Yeah, I switched over to Firefox. It's a lot better.
It's extremely bright.
It's projecting a movie to the side of the cart.
Apparently.
Hey Jane,
Mm-hmm.
are these berries?
Yeah, you have no idea.
Don't eat the berries.
Giant poisonous mushrooms.
I'm an epic salmon.
Alright, go ahead and make a nature check.
Oh boy, I'm somewhat good at these. Or not.
I'm gonna follow Grunka and just look what he's doing. What are you doing?
Guys, when you see what this was, there is
You have no idea what this is. It's
the
you can
reds
see
are
you can see.
probably red.
What looks like these sort of large, pale mushrooms with these blobs of red ichor in like these
Jar's go.
these small pores on its surface.
Oh, they're not vampire delights, are they?
I'm going
It
to
looks
check on
somewhat
these.
similar.
Oh, yeah.
He's gonna look at them.
Don't touch them.
Can I check what these are?
Make a nature check.
There's not like a nice smell coming from there, is there?
They are fragrant.
Oh no.
You have certainly read up on these mushrooms before. This is Vampire's Delight, and I believe Grunka knows more about them than. Grunka probably knows a lot about them.
Oh no.
The jar just turns. These are vampire delight. What the
I
hell?
knew it. Okay, so you see that? You see that? You're just gonna point to the mushroom.
Yeah.
Touch it. Okay, so it smells nice. Smells real tasty. But if you eat it, you won't have any blood left. It's just it kind of like if you eat it, it's just kind of like.
I see.
Yeah.
I see.
All
He's
your
going to.
blood- Yeah, your blood just kind of like it's like forced out of you.
I see. I see. I'm going to get a jar. Use my mage hand to pick two and put them in the jar.
Okay, these are very large mushrooms. You're gonna have to like kind of rip a little bit free.
That's fine.
So just go ahead and make a just go ahead and make an Arcana check. 24. You're easily you are easily able to rip a chunk free, kind of drizzle the porous excrement, the sort of red ichor from the surface of the mushroom into a small jar.
Stop it up, and then I'm going to put it in my bag of holding. Good to know. Oh, before she does put it in the bag of holding, write something with, say, chalk or marker or whatever can be seen on the jar. The Vampire's Delight. Just good to remember.
The word excrement and you two over by the pooping holes. What's going on?
She found the mushroom called the Vampire's Delight.
Oh, yum.
If you eat it, you have all of your bodily fluids forced out of you
Oh, good.
till you're left a bloodless husk.
Fun.
Yeah.
How's that a delight for the vampires? Surely they want the blood. That's the tastiest part.
Yeah. Well, you know, I didn't name them. I did, but yeah.
I have a plan for this.
Yeah. So, don't tell Longrim. But
I have no idea what you're talking about.
yeah, so Grunka's gonna lean in. If you actually cook them right, they're really tasty. But it's, you know, you kind of got to deal with the possibility of, you know, death if you don't do it right. I think I've heard some of the fish people say that some of the, like, the salmon boys or whatever they were called, I heard someone talking about you being some sort of fish. That was kind of like that, like some kind of like spiky fish. And like you, if you cut it up right, it was like really tasty. But if you did it wrong, you just kind of died.
I heard of this fish before.
Yeah, it's kind of like that.
Yeah.
The thing is that like I don't know how to do it. I don't want Angram to try, and it's something that's like, you know, only some people in my culture do it, and it's mostly just there.
No, it would probably be best if we put dirt on these so he doesn't know
Yeah,
or see them.
yeah. So I mean, you know, he doesn't know what this is, so I don't think. Yes, let's just you know.
Yeah, we didn't see them. We don't know what they are.
Vegas. So, how was everyone's first day traveling this sore wound of the world?
It's very stinky.
Shit. That's probably gonna
More
get
than, more than what I expected since reading tomes about it. Ugh.
Well, I am thankful that you are able to cast such a strange spell. Kind of looks around him at the opaque sort of black sort of foggy void that you've encompassed the camp in. It will be sure to ward off any wandering dead.
Thank my one of my mentors for giving me the spell. Or Kansas, you heard of him?
Sorry, what was that? I missed that.
Ford Kansas, he's messing up the name. I'm messing up the name on purpose. The Fort Kansas.
We're not
Can you hear me?
in Kansas anymore.
I've forgotten his fucking forgotten his name as well. Hang on.
You brain farted.
Yeah.
I can say it. I see his name, but I just can't say it.
Oh, Foldred Kenseth.
Fort Kansas, yes.
Oh, Foldred Kenseth, the one who wrote that encyclopedia.
Yeah. That's the same one.
The world-renowned ex-adventurer.
The very same.
Huh. Did not know we had a student of his among our ranks here.
Oh, really now? What happened? Oh, yes. Sorry.
But
No, I'm whispering to himself.
But shit is definitely one way I would also describe the Morbog. Well, not wrong there. So very, very depressing. How is everyone feeling?
I'm feeling fine.
No, I'm alright. It's anything too bad.
Kind of peeks around Liska to Grunka. How about you, small one?
Okay. Oh, I think I'm okay. It's just, you know, it's boo.
Place just gives me.
I don't know the trees. Yeah, I don't like trees, and these are
Everyone's
even better
going on.
trees.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. I think it's just Discord.
Yeah.
Discord shitting itself.
I think it's better now.
Yep.
Yep, there we go.
Shit itself like it ate one of those mushrooms.
Yep. And how about you? Kind of looks up to Niska.
But like I said, this place just kind of gives me not a fan of it.
Means you're a sane person.
You went completely robot. I did not understand. what you
Oh
said.
no, now you're going robot.
Oh no.
I
I'm
think
gonna close
Discord
Discord.
is.
It's spreading.
It's about to just implode. I'm gonna close out and then
Yeah,
start
same.
up again.
Alright. We just wait for Avon to come back. Hello.
Hello.
There we go.
Testing.
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 Yeah. Hello.
Baba boy, baba boy.
Avon,
Oh
can,
boy.
are you there? Can we hear you?
Yes, I am here. Everyone's
Okay.
still a little robot-y here and there, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
After your quip saying this place gives you the heebie-jeebies, Severe kind of responds, "No, that means
Nope.
what?
I'm in robot.
Oh,
Can't
fuck's
understand what you're saying.
Yeah, you also turn robot whenever that happens.
Hang on, let
Just
me.
gonna have to cope and keep going.
Severe says to you, Niska, "No, that means you are a sane person."
Well, I try very hard to be. Otherwise, life just gets weird.
Only a foolish person would see this place and look upon it without fear.
Liska's just gonna nod because I didn't hear what you said. So,
See, I could hear Jenna then.
Yeah. I've been hearing Janner fine this whole
I
time.
haven't. And you
I haven't
you went
either.
a little robot-y.
Hang on, let me quit and restart.
Yeah, there's like a little hint of robot
Okay.
with everybody.
Hello.
Yeah.
No.
Hello.
Maybe change the server thingy for Discord. I'm not sure.
How do I don't know how.
I think you just right click the room. Hang.
Edit
Server.
channel,
Yeah.
region, override. Load US East.
Maybe they shot this for a second.
Hello. Hello, hello.
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 Okay.
Testing what?
That does sound better.
Okay, let's try it now. So he says, only a foolish person would look upon this place without fear.
Yeah, it only depends on how you let it affect you. But yes, I'm sure it'll be fine. We only have what, a month or so of traveling through here? I'm just kidding. It's like a week, right?
Well, perhaps about 20 days if we keep up the pace of travel.
Oh. Well, that's delightful.
Trust me, I do not like exploring this place as much as any of you do, but it is a necessary job.
Right.
To a certain extent, you have to. You can't continuously let it get you down. That's why it is I'll do it. You must keep a chipper attitude throughout all of it.
Here's the thing. I did agree to help Commander Selma if we ran into some ruins to decipher them. If that's okay with everybody?
And why would I care?
Well, it doesn't take us too far out or into anything too risky, I suppose. I can't do.
I just wanted to let you know.
Well, if the commander deems it so, then I am not to go against the right.
Well, shouldn't we have done that before? We're on a completely different path than what you know, Severe. How do we even know we'll get to where you need to go? We don't even know where you are now.
No, but that is my job as a trailblazer. I am to explore the unknown regions of the Morbog. It is part of my job.
Okay.
It is partly how we are able to explore new routes through the Morbog to set up watchtowers.
How many have you had in Morbog?
We have
Towers.
watchtowers across the main route, that of which I have personally set up places for the rest to build. I would say about 5 or so. I am confident that
No?
my intuitions will see us through to the other side of this place.
Well, I hope so. That's why we hired you.
And I would like to think myself, if not reliable. He says it kind of nonchalantly open arms, just sort of chipper attitude to all of this.
Do I see anything floating around Bellum's head?
At this point, it probably would be.
Yeah, yeah. You see a small sort of broken-looking purple shard, kind of gently orbiting the top of his crown.
Yeah, it's kind of surreal because he's just mainly ignoring it, like focusing on other things.
Yeah.
He occasionally glances at it in like confusion because he forgets it's there, and like, you know how something is just in your peripheral.
And you just see
It's
kind
like
of
a bang of your hair or something, and it's normal. It's like, oh
Yeah.
right, yeah.
you just see like a flash of motion off to the side. Oh wait, that's just the Mind Stone.
Yeah, which is bad in this environment.
Oh,
'cause,
yeah.
like, what? Oh wait, no, it just there's no movement in the woods. It's fine.
Your point, Vellum, what is that floating around your head?
It's some kind of magic rock, and it makes it so things that fuck with your head have a harder time. At least that's what I've been told.
Do anyone else in this group have any more of this?
We got a couple of them.
Grunka looks at the one who's going around his head. He's like trapped up to it, but it's still moving the same time as he's turning his head, so it's like...
I like that Deja is just looking at each person, and like 1 minute they don't have it, and then she looks at them and they do have it.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
just floating.
It was just behind Grunka's head.
Have one that is not in use that can look at?
I'm kind of using mine. Grunka's used his clearly. We have more than that, right?
Yeah, I have one.
May I see?
Is it floating around?
She just kind of pulls it out, tosses it to the jar.
She catches it. And I study this thing.
All right.
Meanwhile, Janner, is there a way for me to privately send you a message over Foundry?
Yes. Just whisper. I think it's just a whisper GM.
I have no idea. There's the default rolling mode thing. Thought that would be it first, but then I was like, is it?
No, I think that's just.
Private, but I think that's just
I think that's just rolls. Yeah, everybody could see that, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that was a private game roll.
So /whisper GM. Alright.
What do I need to study this thing, Gander?
This would be an Arcana check.
Righto.
20. The construction of this object, this strange crystal, is completely alien to you. It's while you can surmise how it may have probably been made, the methods to make it. It's very strange. The way the sort of inner fractal patterns of the crystal are constructed, it's not natural by any means, and from what you can sense, perhaps some sort of eldritch nature to it as well.
A deep arcana.
Deep arcane, yes.
Right. Wait. If it's manufactured, would it be similar to how I make my transmuter stone?
In a ways, yes. But, it's...
Not of regular arcana.
No. You probably need some specialist knowledge to recreate something like this exactly, and then improve upon it. Probably methods that you don't currently have access to.
Alchemy? I have alchemy supplies.
Yeah, but that's like a kit you bring with you. It's like a first aid kit, doing the same work as an ER.
I mean, I do have it. I have the kit with me. I'm
Well, I
proficient in
know.
that
I'm
kit.
saying you probably need more than just a kit.
Oh, okay then.
Probably
That
need
makes
like a
sense.
facility or something like a lab.
Oh, if you want to, I should also note, if you want to like directly message someone else, just right-click their token. You'll see a mysterious man in the bottom left. That'll open a chat box.
Oh, that's neat.
I don't get that.
No, you don't.
I see
I
you down there
accidentally
on the
opened up
left.
Jajar's background. Whoops.
Okay.
Oh, mysterious man. I can whisper myself. Good job.
Yeah.
Right.
I can't whisper. I can't do that to anybody else, but I can on myself.
Okay, so I'll go ahead and fix that. So go ahead and continue.
Right?
Yeah, Willem's popping squat. That icon on this.
I mean, I'm set. I'm just trying to remember how to... There we go. Now squat.
Looks at it more and, well, goes over and hands it back to Deliska. Interesting. Thank you.
No problem.
At least I could probably. Oh, I'm gonna definitely need to ask a favor of someone in the Polymath College. Oh, I am not looking forward to that. Great place, just imps that work in the Polymath College are very particular with sharing anything, especially even with dealing with favors.
Sal just turns to look at the jar. So they're dicks.
In a way, yes. Think it like this. You have your research notes. I have mine. If, let's say, you want to look at my research notes, well, it's gonna be some hefty fees and or favors to do so. And even then, they're gonna watch you closely.
I want people stealing your shit.
Yeah, that's one way to put it. Yes.
All right.
Well, I guess it's time to. I'm gonna look at the charts. Like, does this provide like any other type of protection, or is it just like should we still have people keep watch?
If you want, I would say just in case. What I'm going to do before we head to bed, 2 things. It has protection from sight, protection from sound, protection from planar teleportation, and teleportation inside. So we are definitely secure.
So it doesn't can see us, but it can still walk in.
That is what I was about to ask.
It could walk in, but you still can't see nor hear.
Well, I mean, once you walk in, you'd be able to, though, right?
No.
Can we double check the wording of that, just in case?
Yeah, it's good to be shown
Yeah.
now instead of
Yeah, I want to be-
retroactive.
Because once you walk in, yeah, it just says the barrier. Like, the barrier prevents people from seeing through it, but as soon as you walk in, the barrier's no longer between you and
Yeah.
the inside.
Well,
Because I did look this up when you and I were discussing it between sessions. It prevents vision both out and in, and same goes for sound. But I don't believe that you would effectively be blinded if you were to continue in past the barrier.
Yeah.
It's just
so, yeah, it would be.
It's just a cloak of shadow from what I read.
Yeah,
Oh, it's
you'd be able,
basically-
so yeah, so there's nothing that would draw attention, but if something happens to be walking through and decides to go through this weird shadowy fog, they
would
go
fuck.
like 10 feet in and then said, "Oh shit,
There's
there's
people
a camp here." Yeah.
Oh well, yeah, definitely keeping watch.
Okay.
Definitely be a good idea.
If it's sort of the same to everyone else, I think I'll lock myself in my wagon when I head to sleep. Tent's nice and all, and good to have people nearby, but it's still just a tent. It's just definitely a little more paranoid about this around, man.
I don't suppose you would mind me taking your bed in that miraculous tent of yours.
Go for it.
Very well.
Right. I also will make an alarm.
I do think we should have the watch set up as before.
Yes,
Because-
Well-
do the watch.
Well, a watch before was Webby and Vadmir, so we're gonna have to fix that.
I just mean in general, because when Sao just does a wide look around, we shouldn't take chances here.
Not one. So the hero's gonna get up and probably think from here, and using ritually a alarm spell.
Alright then. And go ahead and cast that just so it's off your sheet.
Okay.
Yep.
I guess Groot can I go with and do the same thing with the web on
Okay.
the rest of the perimeter?
Right. take you a bit of time, but certainly doable.
Yep. Sure thing.
Oh, I should make you your webby companion, shouldn't I?
Should.
Oh no, he's vanished into the pooping holes.
Oh no. Hey, there's tunnels.
Oh no.
There's tunnels everywhere.
Poop tunnels. Why are there sewers underneath this one?
Why are there rats in here?
There's dragons in here.
Rat dragons.
Oh god. I feel old now.
found us.
I just made a reference to something from like fucking early Let's Play history, where a guy goes into a fridge and it's just like,
Yeah.
just told to go to a fridge for no reason. It's just like, there's dragons in here.
Also,
Cast it multiple times.
yeah, I can. Let's see.
Oh, you can.
Ritual, yeah. Launching in a 20-foot cube.
That's a pretty large area, though.
Yeah, so I'm.
So you can easily. Wait, does this? Aha.
What you doing?
I'm trying to.
So you just tell me whereabouts you're putting the
Right here, basically.
Okay then.
And, yeah, I'm
Alright, just fucking around.
Well, that's all that.
right here, and probably do another one. From here to here.
Okay.
Dang it.
Oh,
Does the door on the wagon have a lock? I don't remember.
it does, yes.
Good.
Let's see. 1, 2.
Oh.
I'm trying to check.
I
Here.
just spilled my drink. Sorry.
Oh no.
It's okay.
So let's see.
Okay. I'm gonna cast this twice. A intellect fortress at 5th level, 2 times
Nice.
for 2 people.
Okay then.
Actually, 4 people actually. So
Oh.
let's do this.
I have no idea what that is, but
Gives you advantage on intelligence and wisdom saves.
nice.
Yep.
All right. So who are you casting it on?
Liska, Vellum, and then I'm going to do Bronca and I'm gonna do it on those 4.
Okay. So to select multiple people, you just hit Alt and Shift. You just select whoever you want. That should give them, yeah, Alt and Shift together.
Alt and Shift. Okay.
Then you just cast the spell.
Okay.
Go ahead and cast that spell.
Oh wait.
We're all being targeted by a stick.
And what level?
I'm doing 5th level, so I have to do 2 people first.
Okay.
This first.
There you go.
We
Oh,
are
it-
brain protect.
I do want to say this is Constitution, so you can't do more than 2.
You cannot.
I
more
can't
than
do
two.
2 more. No, I just reread it. I was like, whoops.
Mhm.
So
Yeah. That's probably gonna go once you fall asleep as well. How can you concentrate when you sleep?
Yeah, you can't.
That's cool.
I don't believe you can concentrate when you're
I'll be taking
unconscious.
I'm not gonna be going to sleep. That's the thing.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
At least for the first watch.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's the reason why. Once those 2 people go to sleep, I'll let them do their thing, and then afterwards I'll switch to 2 other people.
All right then.
Liska and Grunka. Then I fall asleep.
Okay then.
So
Oh,
did
God,
you
so-
not?
so-
So are you not sleeping at all tonight?
That was directed at you, Spice.
I'm probably probably sleep some of it. Like I'm gonna still sleep. I'm just
Okay, the reason I ask is because unless there's something special about snakes, you have to sleep at least 6 hours to get your spells back.
yeah. I know.
Okay. Just making sure. And the reason I ask is the normal watch lasts 2. So if you're gonna do
I'm gonna
Yeah.
do
Anyway.
Yeah, I'm gonna do the first watch, and then probably do let someone else watch, and then ask to take another watch again.
so that means
I
you'd
can
be
cast a spell.
only sleep for 4 hours.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
So you're okay. You'll be down spell slots.
I'll be
Worst
fine.
case scenario, I can catnap the snake.
That's only
Asleep.
rest. It's only equal to rest.
I can
It's
catnap
still a
as
short
well.
rest.
Not damage.
Short rest would be fine because I still have arcane recovery. I can get those 2 spell slots back.
Still gotta worry about exhaustion.
That's also true, but
I don't
here
think
and
you
there
have a
at
good
this point.
con mod.
I got +3. I'll be fine.
Dirty snake.
Okay then.
So,
So- First watch, Dejar and who? You got 6 people here. Sorry, 7 people.
Vellum will go first, because then he could just lock himself in his wagon or something.
Okay, so Dejar and Vellum.
He does extend the invitation if anyone wants to join. There is like room for 2 people in there. I don't know how people feel about the tent in this kind of environment.
Okay, so what we'll do is kind of shift you around with seats just so I can get a visual on who's doing which watch.
Yeah. Which watch one?
Which watch? Second watch. Just so I can establish this
Yes.
for the future.
I guess we'll do second.
Okay.
I'll probably join in after Liska.
All right. So
Yeah,
Is
so I think
Webby-
Grunky might be
is-
good for the darkest part of the quote-unquote night.
Yeah.
Is Webby gonna do the little webbing thing?
Oh yeah, he's already done that. We did that before.
He's everywhere. Probably want to warn our guy before he goes walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Use the poop trenches now before there's webbing.
Get it out while you got it.
all right. So Liska's doing
Also
second.
known as latrines.
Liska's doing second watch. Who's doing third?
I
Sayun
think that'd
and.
be me.
All right.
I'll do it again.
Okay.
No, you don't. Chill. We're
We've
7
got a
people.
guide. She can also Arngrim's here as well. technically. So he can do the last one.
Hey, I'll do third
Alright.
watch.
Go, we volunteered him.
Alright. So, as the first watch comes around, both of you go ahead and make perception checks for me.
Ah, boy. How's that for a second?
Hey.
Hey. No,
Well, not bad.
yours is okay.
With a
I mean, it's
23,
above average.
with a 23, naught but the howling cries of the haunted marsh stirs your watch. And it goes by unabated.
Yay.
To keep you on your toes.
Actually, now that I think about it, you wouldn't hear the scent cry because the barrier prevents it.
Oh, that is true, actually. So no, nothing but sweet, sweet silence.
Nice warm crackling of a fire.
Mhm.
Some roasting chestnuts.
Don't mind
Right.
me, just
Yeah,
right to the back.
Yep, I believe you can also lock your doors as well.
I thought they were locked by default.
Oh, hang on. There we go.
I thought clicking it just opened closed it and they're locked unless you. So.
Yeah, right-clicking should lock it. Okay,
Trying
so
to open my door. Oh god, I'm trapped inside.
Ah, cool. So it does work. It just doesn't give you a prompt to say it's locked or unlocked.
all right. Second watch is Liska's watch.
Here.
Okay. Oh, 15. The crackling of the fire soothes you, but the occasional glimpse of what you think is movement out the corner of your eye causes you to flinch a bit, and you realise it's just a stray branch moving in the slightest of clammy breezes. But other than that, your watch goes unabated.
Good shit.
Third and final watch, Algrim and Sayun.
Oh boy.
In fact, actually, let me just. This is going to be for Liska.
Okay.
Oh boy.
All right. 19.
Am I meant to also roll that?
Nope, just for Liska.
Well, I've got the prompt. I should probably close that.
I was unable to find a way to make it roll for one person, so unfortunately I've had to do it for everyone. Liska, in your sleep, you find comfort. You find the stealing of your heart as you awaken the next day, and Sayun and Angrim, your watch goes unabated. You gain a point of resolve. Go ahead and check your passive features.
Oh no.
But me?
Liska.
Hey.
Oh boy.
Oh no, I've locked myself in.
Called
I
it.
thought right clicking did it, but it doesn't. Oh, I think the DM. Yeah, there we go.
I'll fucking die.
I
Be
better
out.
changed it a
Be
little
out.
too thoroughly.
Oh wow. Damn. Okay.
Ooh, sound good. My character.
Janner.
That's what it is.
During this watch/long rest time, I would like you to write what I found out
Yeah,
was the
right,
thing I
okay.
wanted to do.
I'm going to DM that to you right now. As you all come to wakefulness the next day, it's little changes in the light.
This is Battersville on the second he goes.
Yeah. It's like, oh god.
Let's see.
Ooh, changing the light. Nice.
That's cool.
Look at Foundry being fan.
Oh shit.
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
As part of the morning, Velm's gonna do the old icon of fate. I think you have to do it every day, don't you? Or does it like expire after a day?
Yeah, it's every day.
Yeah, so usual morning routine. Do his prayer in his wagon. Come on out. Do the fate icon.
Yara's already doing her prayer. Just watching Vellum do the icon of fate is
Just he's like
It's
sitting on a
disturbing.
log, like hands cupped with it in his hand, just staring.
a little unnerving.
Yeah, just like out of nowhere, he'll just be like, "Right, I'm done." Hands it off to whoever's
Alright.
using it next.
Yara will do it. Will be like, I don't. You know what? Whatever.
Oh, why did Grunka have to roll a mind crystal?
Oh no. I also forgot that wasn't it. It didn't work with DMs, but never mind.
Anyway, does the icon of fate sees so many possibilities. Ugh. I
We're all
don't get
gross.
used to this. How do you get used to this thing? This kind of fate use.
It's
It's
just like-
weird, but
He's just like fancy pictures, that's fine.
Don't worry, I've not quite gotten used to it myself.
Yeah. Hands to. You say so?
What was that?
Nothing. Just pictures in my head. Slightly spinning.
It's like someone telling a story about you. And I always find that interesting. Unless it's a bad story, then you have to like rough them up a bit. But most bards tend not to say bad things about me. Don't know why.
Oh, I don't know. You're a mountain of a woman. I likely doubt we even want to smack talk you.
Maybe. Alright. How long does this... And she like motions around to the fog. Like, how long does this last? Your little special area?
24 hours.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, hence the reason why I wanted to do before we set up camp, and by the time we leave, it will have petered out.
well, it gives us some time at least.
Like,
Well, I
so-
mean, it'll be... So out of character, it'll be here for about 16 hours after we leave.
Yeah, I mean, if we run into a situation where we need to stay for somewhere for longer, it's really helpful.
Yeah, that just makes me think, like, Liska, upon hearing it's like, man, I really hope that, like, can you imagine someone coming behind us? Like, not like they're following us, but like, can you imagine someone coming down the path that we took, and they walk in here, and there's just, like, undead that had wandered in, and they're just basically just like, oh, fuck. Like,
I
that's,
think
that would
people
suck.
take the safer path. We're the weird ones.
That was kind of the safer path, what we just took.
Oh, no, I think he means, like, the main road. The one that...
Yeah, the one we couldn't take because of the steam.
Yeah, no, this makes sense.
Yeah, so
nice of
chances
them.
of anyone being on here before that goes away is slim.
Oh, no, I mean, yeah, but I was just saying, like, imagine if it did happen, that would suck.
That
Yeah.
would
Yeah, it would.
suck.
It would suck quite a lot. Alright.
And the worst part is no one would hear your screams.
That's true. But
Look-
luckily, we can't hear anything else that screams.
that is
Until we
an
get out of this place, I guess.
unsettling thought.
Yep.
And not supposed to have the Morbog, so should we get going? We good to go?
It's like, all right, and I was thinking before we do anything, like, a good way that I feel that kind of gets me ready and going in the morning is like just a little bit of I think the term the term that we have in demonic is calisthenics. I don't know what that translates to in trade tongue, but it's basically, you've seen me do it, just kind of like stretching, get your blood pumping, so you're kind of fit for the day. Yeah, exercise. That seems about right. That seems like a good comparison.
Well, she has the right idea. Severe says
So Liska's gonna leave everyone in like 3 minutes of quick stretching and calisthenics.
It'll be interesting to
one aerobic video.
Oh yeah.
It's like, want abs like mine? This is how I do it.
Well,
Fucking One Punch Man.
What a better thing to do in the Morbog, a place of agony and necromancy and death and joyful calisthenics.
Don't pull a hammy.
Yep.
You can't run from the undead if you pull a hammy.
Few jumping jacks here and there, a few push-ups.
Like it's mostly like just a lot of stretching,
Yeah.
Like just to get.
What's the one thing? The rules of Zombielands. One of them is cardio.
Rule number one's cardio.
Cardio beats chaos.
Yep.
Right.
I imagine it's like this.
Yep, basically. So yeah, Liska's just like, hey, like I said, 3 to 5 minutes of just like light stretching.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure everyone's kind of limber and their muscles, because trudging through kind of gross, slightly spongy stuff is a very easy way to roll an ankle.
Oh yeah.
And also to like cramp up.
Mm-hmm.
It's like constantly walking through sand. You're expending a lot more than you think you are.
It also keeps the mind from, being stagnant like this place is.
Yep. So yeah, so there's some Liska calisthenics, and then we're off.
Alrighty. After some brief exercises, some brief stretches, some brief jumping jacks, Severe leads you off for the next day of travel.
Yeah, you little arcana.
And it's gone.
He was waiting outside the barrier for us. Hey.
One of these days, I'm probably gonna try and have Sao make a camp thing akin to what Arngrim has, because it's handy as fuck.
Gonna make a pop-up camper?
Kinda. Probably a little bit smaller, more a pop-up workspace.
Oh, like a mobile artificer lab
Workshop?
or something?
Yeah.
That'd be cool. Don't see why not.
Alright. You continue on your travels through the grim surroundings of the Morbog, keeping as quiet as possible for the next day, forcing you to travel at a slower pace than what you're used to. Most of that is taking short detours around large patches of boggy terrain and unstable ground, routes suggested by Severe, which take you in further southward, in a further southward direction, and away from the most active parts of the Morbog, or so he says. So far, you've not yet been assailed by a massive horde of undead thralls, which is good. Perhaps perhaps Severe knows his stuff. That and the additional help from Grunker's photographic memory of the map he saw earlier, and his innate sense of direction. The skills of which both parties are proving invaluable right now. The foggy haze is thick with blackened ash today. Thicker than it was yesterday. and low visibility is proving to be a problem. You feel slick, grimy mud against your hooves and boots. Eventually gives way to hard, sort of gravelly terrain. You occasionally avoid tripping over an upturned root, hear the snapping or a crunch of a branch beneath your steps. And eventually the snapping and crunching grows more noticeable. And the branches become harder to break as you step into the low covering of fog.
Hey. Oh, okay. I need to know if I need to be wrong. This keeps popping up.
Right.
I got another saving throw prompt.
Yes.
Okay, that is it.
Do
Let me
we
know
just
if I
all roll that?
Yep.
Yeah, I think
no.
unless he says
Shouldn't that
like
be with
this is only
advantage?
for so and so.
Oh wait, hang on. Was this? I think this may have been the. This is no. This is not supposed to be wisdom save. My bad. Hang on. 1 second.
Still taking the roll that I did though. Rolled a 19.
Sorry, that was meant to be Dex, not wisdom.
Even better.
I mean, I still crit failed, but just double
Okay.
check real quick.
Here's the thing, Sable. Crit fail and crit success only really works if we go by the rules on attacks. On a skill check, it's just a 1.
Yeah, but it's still an 8. So let me just take a look. See here. I think
yes.
Yeah.
The Icon of Fate. You probably have Inspiration. You also have the Fighter thing.
Yeah, I have
That's
Indomitable.
So just go ahead and do that saving throw, but instead of adding your wisdom, just add your Dex, and just give me the number.
I've got the roll I've got, but I may re-roll it because So what was the prompt for this again? Does I have it correct?
This was
It's a Dex save.
that.
Crunching branches or something like that.
Hey.
Wait, are we doing it again? I'm confused. I'm so lost.
So you'll occasionally avoid tripping over an upturned root. Here, you kind of hear the snapping of or a crunch of a branch beneath your steps.
A 28. Wow.
Glad
You
I'm getting
re-rolled
these out of
into
the
another
way.
nat 1. Jesus Christ. That would be a 26 for me.
Okay.
Well,
Sorry, 28.
I guess I'm suffering from the terrain, but I'd rather a nat 1 now than add it.
Vellum.
Yeah.
So the snapping and crunching.
Oh wait, do I need to make it if I'm driving? I'm up in a seat, aren't I?
Yes, this would still be your sort of pilot, your not piloting, your sort of driving skills of your cart.
Right. Okay. Well, unfortunate.
Ooh, there's those. Sorry, I forgot that I rolled advantage because it was a wisdom, and this is Dex. I don't get advantage, so that'd be a 21 for me. Sorry.
Okay, so still fine. You pass. Vellum, your cart suddenly stops in its tracks as there's a tug at the hem of your back wheels, and you almost kind of topple over the front of your wagon.
Yeah, he just barely holds back on yelling out a curse. It's like, this guy think I can be handy. Got caught on something. Avon, hello. You are muted, Avon.
Sorry, I was watching the video
yes.
they put. Sorry. So what's up? What happens? What's going on? Sorry.
Snagged on something in the terrain and I can't continue forward, so Vellum has asked for Liska's help because she's big strong lady with big strong sword.
Let's see. Don't I have advantage on deck saves?
If you can see them,
if
you
can
are
see
above
the source, yeah.
You
Can I see the source, Jim?
the ground is covered in a thick fog, so unfortunately you are unable to see.
I see.
You don't see. That's the issue.
But you did earlier roll a 13,
Yeah.
Yeah, for the wisdom saving throw, which I accidentally, it was meant to be a dex save, so you pass.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So Liska's gonna like hear Vellum, I'm guessing through the earring, be like, "Hey, something's going on?" And she's gonna kind of wander on back, see the issue, and be like, "Can she, with her shield, kind of use it to blow away the mist or fog to see what's going on with the wheel?"
Yeah, you can.
Like a giant fan.
Yep.
You see, as you kind of blow away the fog with the shield, just kind of wave it away, you can see a number of, or rather, you can see something has seemingly been pulled up from this layer of fog, and as you kind of wave away the fog, you see what looks like a number of twisted, petrified, blackened skeletal hands have gotten caught in the wheel.
Liska's kind of like
you can see.
and
Sorry, you can see some of them are sort of
moving.
this field of shattered and broken skeletal hands and arms, kind of petrified and statuesque, midway reaching up through the soil, dirt and gravel. Each one is sort of twisted and contorted in some way to almost make it look like dead spiders or small saplings of some grotesque tree. Most of these have been crushed in the wake of the steam hammer, though some have survived the treads and sort of broken and limp in places. They're not moving, just statuesque, and they've just been. It seems the wheel's gotten caught.
So Liska's just gonna kind of see them blink, just kind of take a few steps back to stick her head back around the cart to Val and be like, "So yeah, just like skeleton hands. Don't worry about it. I'll take care of it." And she like disappears back again around the cart.
I love how we're not supposed to be worried or unnerved in this place a little bit, prey on our minds, and then Liska's just like, "Oh, don't worry, it's just skeleton hand."
And then so she's gonna come up and she has her sword out just in case, but she's going to just sit there and just kind of come up and stomp down on the like the hands, basically like to break them to get them off the wheel.
The crunching of bone hits the underneath your hoof as the sheer weight of your massive size easily fractures and just sunders the bones completely.
Okay. She just kind of stands there for a second to see if anything comes up out of the ground.
Make a perception check.
Oh, okay. 10.
Seems alright.
Cool. She just turns back to us like, okay, try moving.
Alright. And like not too quickly, just gonna roll the carriage forward.
You kind of roll the carriage forward and it gets a little bit stuck on some of the reining claws, but you watch this go as it just snaps the bone away and kind of snaps the arm away from whatever is lingering beneath the ground. And it just kind of...
Any damage to the wheel?
Is there any damage to the wheel?
Doesn't seem to be any damage to the wheel. Maybe it looks a little bit loose, but that can be easily repaired next time you make camp.
Alright. Yeah, so she's just gonna kind of step forward, cut back around the side of the car, and be like, alright, yep, took care of them. They were very brittle.
Alright, good. Last thing we want to get this thing stuck in.
No, understandable. I would not either.
That
Alright,
would be a terrifying sight. Imagine that, the skeleton stuck in the wheel.
Just
This
like the
isn't Dark
skull there,
Souls.
like ah.
yeah.
Hey man, what are you doing?
Why do you have that wheel here, man?
That pizza.
So yeah,
Sorry.
so just gonna go back forward to the front, and just kind of continue onward again.
Right.
I guess we should probably. This is a question I have. Where is everyone in relation to the steam hammer and the cart? Like, do we have anybody looking behind us? Or are we all in the front and the stuff's coming up and the cart and the tank are coming up the rear?
Well, Vellum's on the cart. He basically at the back. That's where he is. I don't know about everyone else.
Grunka's on top of the steam hammer.
Big. Okay.
I would probably be like here, close to the other side of the.
Look at Bash. He's a good boy.
We really need to establish a visual
Yeah.
party queue.
Yeah, good to lay it out on this map since really landscape.
Tanner.
Can you rotate those so they're
Oh, yeah, hang on.
Potato,
Horizontal.
potato.
1 second. 1 second.
You're stuck within the.
Yeah, I'm stuck under the cart. I'm not in the cart. I was under the cart.
You should just like Grunka. Venom loses sight of Grunka, and then suddenly it's just like. Ba-dum-bum.
think
Oh,
Morgan
that was
comes
never-
up, just rubbing his head like, ow.
He just sinks into
I'm
the
not
fight
a
and
rock.
comes out.
I'm no rock.
Okay, so they're there. I think Liska would probably, she trusts Severe to do his thing, so I think Liska will probably be.
Let me just move you all
To
out of
the-
the way here.
Yeah. Something. Can you shrink those down a little bit? maybe?
I can't, unfortunately.
That's fine.
We'll just stick the steam
Yeah,
hammer
you can
house
see
in
their
front.
size. Yeah. So obviously Severe is up front because he's the one that's leading.
Mhm.
I was thinking, and this is up to y'all. I was thinking Liska could like be. Oh, and it's flipped around. Okay. I think Liska could be like right here, off to the side in between, just keeping an eye on the right hand side.
Mhm.
Or she can be up front, like helping with Severe.
A severe lack of.
I was waiting
Oh my
for that
God.
joke.
I've been sitting on that for a while, but the opportunity didn't arise, so I just threw it out.
A severe lack of opportunities. So Gunga's up top. Vellum is on the cart,
On the cart, though.
or like the driver's seat. Yeah.
I'm under it now. I'll just put
Yeah,
myself
there's a bit of a visual glitch with one of the modules that has vehicles.
Yeah, it's
over
fine.
Top.
I mean,
so
It's
yeah.
made to have an interior, so
Yeah.
it doesn't.
Yeah.
I'd rather have an interior than be able to sit on.
So yeah, Gronka's on top of the steam hammer. You're driving a cart. Dejar's by the side of the cart, I imagine. Arngrim is driving
Beep, beep.
the steam hammer. Beep beep.
So Salyun on top of the steam. I guess another question. Which is taller, the steam hammer or the cart?
Steam hammer.
Okay.
Yeah.
So would
it's
Salyun
he's
be on top of the steam hammer, just kind of keeping like a watch over the entirety of it?
Possibly?
that seems to make the most sense.
I'll give in just that tiny bit of weight on one side or the other, so the steamer doesn't, suddenly sink in due to, that featherweight above the limit.
No, I think given the few tons that it weighs, I don't know if it's going to make that big of a difference.
Probably not. I'll be honest.
Fair.
Yeah, so Sal is up top.
Mhm.
She's basically using it as a watchtower to look around. Okay, cool. And that allays my fears.
All right.
Shame I can't use my rifle up here. Oh well, I'll have to use the bow I got on.
I guess I'll just have to use my sanctified crossbow bolts.
I don't even have a fucking cross.
All right.
Crossbow.
Sorry.
Jar doesn't when she runs out.
Oh yeah, I got options out the fucking ass.
Yep.
Ass options. Like she ate one of those Vampire's Delights. Options out the end. So, okay, cool. That helps. So yeah, I think Liska would be either on this side or that side, trusting like Dejar if she's right here or whatever. But yeah, just general coverage of front, back, side to side.
Makes sense.
It does seems. He would make sense to be right here.
Okay.
All right, awesome. And we will trust Salyuna Eyes with her goggles of the eagle or something, whatever.
Yeah, I'm not actually attuned to them currently. I probably should. I just need to figure out what to de-attune.
So is that what you meant with I need more attunement slots?
Yeah. Because remember, Artificer, I get more attunement slots in later levels, but there's still the issue of most of the effects I rely on require attunement.
It happens, man.
Okay.
All right.
It's the price you pay for genius.
So, as you continue your journey over the next few hours, silence overtakes the bog. The fetid air lingers, the ash and the mist that clings to it is disturbed. As if the air has been distorted by something small flying through it. You notice this first, Sagan.
And immediately, Sal will make a note to the party that something's up, because yes, she's paranoid, but
Like literally, or
she's not taking a chance.
Well,
Besides, if she notices it and nobody else does, it's worth mentioning it anyway, just in case. Because remember what they said: the Morbog will affect each person individually.
I see.
Communication is key.
yeah.
So you kind of let everyone know this. The sound of a crow's call echoes sourcelessly nearby. Sayan,
Flex. Pull that a gem.
Sayan, you see a small blur of motion some distance away off atop one of the trees. And a familiar crow seems to apparate mid-flight from a small
See
dark...
what you did there.
Seems to apparate from a small dark crevice in the air and lands on a dead branch.
Sal's getting mildly frustrated with this fucking Demi crow.
Can I see the calling source? I know Sal can, but Velma can't. I don't think.
And Sal will literally just, for those that are near her, you can see that she's just resting her hands on her hips, just looking in the direction, mildly annoyed.
You think you can hit it from here?
hold on.
How far away is it? Can we see it?
It's about 50 feet off.
Just check my jab real quick.
May I try
hang
something
on,
before
let me-
you guys
let me-
hit it?
Let me, sorry, it's not the, this would be,
We're loading up a map. The crow fight map.
Oh, it would be long range, so I might get disadvantaged.
no, sorry, this would be 100 feet, my bad.
I mean, still, I can hit it, but it'd be a disadvantage. And
Can
I
I-
don't know like where my javelin's gonna land, so it may not be the best option.
May I bring up my operate my find familiar?
Sure, go ahead. Make
Okay,
sure
burn
to
on burn
s-
action.
make sure to click that spell and actually summon it on the map here.
Yeah. Okay.
It's just an easy way to keep track of spells, actually doing them. Where do you want to put it?
Weird. Have her operate right in front of me and try to go off in the direction if Salion will point it. If I see it or follow vision, on my crow to find that crow. Perfect.
You're pursuing that crow with Agatha.
Yes.
Right. as Agatha flies off towards the crow. The black crow seems startled and immediately disembarks from the tree and
Oh shit! Another bird.
flutters away.
I'm going to call back my familiar just a bit. It'd be around 60 feet from me. See if the bird pops up again to pursue it.
All right.
Well, you want to play these games? I got a crow. We can play these games.
Crow vanishes into the mist beyond.
Alright. I got my eye on you. Oh, Agatha back. Land on my shoulder. Alright. That was fun.
We'll think of bullets or arrow would have been more effective.
But a bullet would have caused sound.
And that or it wouldn't. And you can also do like magic-y things.
Yeah, but also most of my spells require a voice and or sound. So, I don't. No.
Saying something will be fine. But you know, you do you.
Fair enough.
I do have something I wanted to try, but that seemed to scare the crow away, so
I'm sure it'll come back. You've seen it a couple.
a couple of times, yes. And it always does the same thing. It put into some black little spot and then disappears.
What if we shoot this?
I would like to try that, but usually I only notice the crow first, then the spot too late.
Wow, maybe we could help. Shh.
Maybe.
Well, let's let this keep going.
Okay.
Can you throw a familiar?
Technically, yes.
Sorry, this is a random thought. So, like, hit bird with other bird.
Opie.
That's a fucking magic barbarian level shit.
I mean,
Rabbit
it's a
hit.
10 gold projectile, so...
Okay.
Me cast bird.
I cast magic.
Literally.
So as you
So we're moving.
as you continue on, again, Sayun, you'll be the first to notice this with your absurd passive perception. You start to notice large piles of bones around the bases of some of the nearby trees. Piles are overgrown with moss, dirt, dead grass. Likely been there for centuries.
I was just making notes of this to the party as she spots anything that is out of place, but this entire place is out of place. So
Oh, scared of some bones again, huh? This is playing. Like she's obviously just teasing Sal.
Bones are annoying.
it's more the fact that we're traveling on a untraveled road with a guide that normally doesn't go this way, meaning that he has maybe a faint idea of where we're going. So better keep watch and notify people, because last thing we need is suddenly spooky, scary skeletons popping up behind us and giving us the old wedgie.
Ye old wedgie. Oh yes, I remember that spell. Oh,
Ye old
back in my days
power
in the
word
academy.
wedgie.
Yeah. Remember, target is restrained until they can pick
If
me
they,
up. Yeah.
if they save again, they up.
Su-
It goes over their head. Nice.
suffers 1 piercing damage from the
Oh, why
underwear.
piercing? Oh, anything can be
Piercing
slashing.
damage, they're blinded.
Are we really discussing a fucking wishes?
Yeah, let's
Super wedgie. Hell yeah, we are.
Okay,
I mean,
hang
oh
on.
new
my
magic
God.
is made all the time.
Need a wizard backup because that's the spell he's making. So yeah, so we're moving. Like, yeah, again, it was obviously just joking. But she will keep an eye out for, like, she's still on her guard because while she disliked us being weird about a tree and a skull, like, she is going to like, moving skeletons is something different.
Yeah.
So,
Okay. Around about an hour later, you see off in the distance, some ways away, yes, a tall stone structure emerges into view, surrounded by a number of these trees. A set of stone ruins. You notice, Sayun, it seems to be the barest bones of a chapel. It's 40 feet tall at its tallest point and holds no roof, having long since rotted away at some point. And, Sayun, through the empty voids of the windows, you can make out figures sitting in pews and a tall humanoid cloaked statue.
Sao pauses for a moment, squints her eyes a little, and then just, do you guys hear that too?
dude, what?
Hold on.
Like,
Hold on.
I swear I'm hearing chanting.
Grant,
So I cast comprehend languages on myself.
But yeah, can any other of us hear the chanting, or is it just sound? Go
Nope,
crazy.
just Sayun.
Might be playing tricks on you.
That may very well be, but then she just points to the chapel she can see. But it's coming from over there.
who would build a religious center in the middle of this place? Not good people.
I think this was here before.
Yeah, but who would use it? Not good people.
On the way to find out.
Do undead pray? Liska just muses aloud.
Maybe.
Well,
But it,
I for one am okay with going around it.
yeah, there's no real reason to really stop.
I do want to check it out because something is telling me that we probably should.
Like, is it also a voice that you hear?
No, not a voice
Oh,
in my head.
okay.
Thank you very much.
I mean, how do you? Is that different than your other thoughts?
So I was just looking at Liska like, I get your partly joking and I get your partly serious, but come the fuck on.
Liska shrugs. I'm just saying. Oh, by the way, I heard something back at the gate. Like, they were talking about when all of you think, do you hear like words in your thoughts, or are they just like thoughts that exist?
What?
What? Guess words, I think myself. That stuff. Or I like picture it. I don't know. I don't know what you get.
Your head when you think?
It's just more like a picture book.
If I'm thinking words, yeah, but if I'm trying to like imagine, there's picture.
Why?
I don't know. Like, I've never really thought about that. But when I was drinking with some guys, like, they brought that up. Supposedly, it's like a way that you can tell
We're back.
if it's the bog or it's yourself.
I don't get it.
If the bog enters my mind and starts asking me questions or telling me to do stuff, I would probably know, because then it's not speaking Orcish.
See, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, I see.
Like, I like to think in demonic, but like, you know, it's just how would the bog know that?
I think in like 3 different languages.
I didn't realize you knew 3 different languages.
I know.
Hold up, we are
This way.
approaching something.
And the DM intervenes. Like, oh yeah, now's the time to decide. Sal, do you really want to check it out?
Yes. Because if there is something in there that we might need to clear out, in case it decides that, oh yeah, the noise it hurts is worth, following after.
Is that goblin?
Sure is.
Sorry about
The
that.
jar
Sounds
just
packed.
goes like, so you know 6 languages, yes?
Yeah.
Hear exactly what he just said.
Yeah,
Literally.
I also know that this. Oh.
Sorry, what
Suddenly a
did I
demon
miss?
appears.
Oh no.
Because showing off the languages you know. Knows. Well, this is
That
all
one.
meat, Grunga, but it all sounds the same to me. What are their names?
Hello.
And just being able to say hello does not mean you know a language.
I'm
Oh.
literally hearing exactly what his literal meaning what he's saying,
Yeah.
but it doesn't.
Hello. Okay, so I know Straight Tongue, I know Goblin, I know Ignan, I know Primordial, I know Terran, and I know Undertongue.
And this is the player. Doesn't Primordial cover Terran?
Primordial's a vague, overarching one, and you don't get the nuance, but the specific ones give you a more clear picture.
Yeah.
It's kind of like English of the elemental world.
Yeah.
While the other ones are like their own thing.
All Terran is Primordial, but not all Primordial is Terran.
Yes.
Explain why.
Dialects, basically.
Kind of like the trade tongue of elementals.
I don't know why we're flexing on language.
Was the funny symbols.
Grunka decided to.
I
This
can't
symbols are funny.
ping my languages like all 20.
The funny symbols are funny. I like how they're all different.
I like how for a brief second I can see your actual text and then it switches.
So, what's everyone doing here?
I think the agreement
around.
is to, actually go and look at this
Check it out.
chapel, because let's just agree here as a part. The Steam Hammer is loud, and if they decide to follow after us, I would rather we deal with it now than at camp in the night when they surprise us.
All for that,
I like it.
honestly.
So your vote is to go in, or just be wary when we're going in?
Sal wants to fuck shit up.
Right, well, as long as we're not too noisy about it, I guess it's worth a look, at least to see if there's any enemies at all.
It would just probably last. I mean, most of these things usually last 18, 24 seconds. Not that much noise,
Well, they're just
You know what I'm
chats
tempted
full
to?
of fucking languages.
You know what I'm really tempted? I'm tempted to wander up to the fucking chapel thing and then just fireball it.
That
Oh
would
my
be
God.
bad. On many levels.
Yeah.
Hey, stanky stagnant bog is probably full of explosive gases.
That's kinda why I
building
said-
will lit everything.
That's kind of why I said I wanted to fireball it, because it's 150 feet of range, meaning whatever is ignited is gonna be far enough away that I can realistically duck and cover.
Yeah, that's
And just imagine after Sal does that, someone very very far away is gonna think they saw a UFO. But it's really just swamp gas.
Yeah. Okay. So, you approaching it with the steam hammer and cart, or are you just kind of parking it away some ways away for now?
let's find a good place to park.
I think best we park it, leave the guide here, because if he goes down, then we're fucked.
Yeah, you can watch the car in the way.
But I will.
Armgrim can stay in the steam hammer because Armgrim is not here.
But I will.
It would also be wise for him to stay in the steam, because in the event they need to micro adjust it, he's there to operate it.
And also the fires. But
Oh,
no,
yeah,
that's a
he
good
has the
enough
mortar, I
excuse for
forgot.
him to be in.
Okay then. So as you stay the steam hammer for now, park it up. Alright, I'll stay behind.
Oh, I saw a bar. We are learning a new map.
Oh, I don't like what I see in there.
I need
Alright.
to
So- I
don't like any of
reload
this.
again.
Did you switch to Firefox?
So far, I've had to reload for every single page,
Did you switch to
regardless of
Firefox?
browser.
Ah, okay.
I think it might just be my PC.
Perhaps, yeah.
Internet PC. Who knows?
Okay, so you can see long forgotten rubble where the structure has collapsed and sort of listed to one side due to the foundations having slowly sunk into the soft, boggy mud. The door is completely gone and it's presumably rotted away along with everything else that is wood. As you both aimlessly spin around. See,
Just taking in the sights, you know?
yeah.
Yeah, just have a look around. It's
Only the overgrown mossy stone remains.
oh, good. I
there-
just got a better look inside.
Yeah, didn't ya?
Ah.
Is there a... So, question. Is there a roof on this?
There is not. It is just the skeletal bare bones of a church. Or a chapel.
I have another question. Does... And this just might be a Foundry question. Since Liska's large, does her sight and, like, her fog of war take effect as if she's 10 feet like 10 feet off the ground?
It should do.
Awesome. That explains why I've been able to see, like, I was like, man, I should be able to do that usually. I realized, like, oh fuck, is it because Liska's 10 feet tall? awesome.
Actually,
Alright.
hang on. Token lowest distance. Okay, for some reason. Okay, that's weird. Hang on.
'Cause these walls aren't providing, like, the only thing they're providing obscuring is this thing right here
Okay, 1 second. Let me just.
and some of these walls.
I'm just going to reset the fog of war.
Yeah, what was that?
The same thing for me.
That is odd. Oh well.
Here, I'll give you a screenshot.
I trust you not to metagame, so we're good. Okay. Oh,
That's what I'm saying. Like, if
okay.
she's,
Yeah,
if she's
yeah.
seeing because she's 10 feet tall, like, she'd be able to see over a wall that like
Oh.
a 5-foot person would.
Yeah,
That's what I'm asking.
That should be accurate then.
Okay, that's actually a really small detail. That's really cool.
And you can also use it as cover. So,
Okay, I'm gonna ask a question.
Mm-hmm.
What is... Do I recognize that statue?
Okay, religion check.
Oh boy, Ooh.
Why is Grunka standing in the some water?
Yeah.
I'm not standing on top of it.
Oh yeah, you got
Water
you.
walking.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. There you go.
Ring of water walking.
Fucking lols.
Get fucked, Swarm.
That's amazing.
Get slapped on.
Well, the hooded figure's face is shrouded in shadow, and kind of looking closer, there is no face to speak of. A sculpted hood shrouds the featureless facade. You can't put your finger on it, but there is a singular saint or deity that is a trademark of their iconography.
Okay. Player is an odd character. Bad vibes. Big bad vibes. Player, character. Can't quite put my finger on it. I've seen this before.
Can't help but feel like it'd be better if we had a way of telling if skeletons were just skeletons.
You know what? I'm going to use my raven to peer closer in the area.
Bait. Good idea.
Alright then, so go ahead and summon your raven. Is that the sound the raven makes?
I'm going to
Pouting. She's like, I don't wanna.
go here and then look through my familiar senses.
Okay, go ahead and make a perception. Go ahead and make a perception check for Agatha. Not that hard to see this close. You see the pews kind of sat as still as the stagnant waters are the remains of the chapel's flock. Bleached bones held together by only overgrown weeds, moss, and built-up black ash. All of them spending their final moments gazing up at this hooded figure looming over the entirety of what may have once been a grandiose chamber.
I have an idea.
Yeah.
I can't hear shit. So.
And it may be
called
just me.
fireball?
It may just be me cheesing the fuck out of this. I could technically cast Fairy Fire within the church, and any creature within would light up if they fail. So we would actually be able to check if there was,
I mean, at
So-
the cost of one spell slot, it's worth a shot.
And it should be noted that fairy fire lights up everything. Like the ground, it basically sits on the ground. At least I think it says in the flavor text.
Each object within a 20-foot cube within range is outlined in green, blue, or violet light, your choice. Any creature within the area when the spell is cast is also outlined in light if it fails a dexterity check.
So unless it moves, we're not gonna know.
That make that
So
That's kinda-
we wouldn't be able to distinguish what's what, because everything that they'd be sitting on would also be lit up too.
so if a creature is sitting on something and it succeeds on its save, would there just be like an outline of it in the glowy bits?
Yeah, that is something that
It
that actually
succeeding
might
at
work.
save would mean it moving.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
why I'm asking, because Fairy Fire is oddly particular with how it words the things, because all the things within the area is cast within light, but then it also says that it outlines a creature.
Well, it also says each object is outlined too.
Yeah.
So like I said, the only way you'd be able to tell is if one, it makes a deck save and isn't outlined, or it moves after the fact.
Exactly.
It could just purposely fail a save and not move, and we wouldn't be able to tell the difference.
But
Yeah.
would it have it? Would it have the intellect too?
Would it have the intellect to know Fairy Fire? Like, how would it know what spell's happening?
But it wouldn't be able to distinguish what it is, unless they're intelligent enough, which is scary on its own.
Yeah,
Your
and that's
ultra-
what I am saying as well. Like,
But
Your
also just
ultra-
mage.
I think
I can do that, but
mage hand their heads off.
yeah,
Poke
but
them.
still,
Just poke all of them and get a react.
does y'all hold their hands up and go like, shh, shh, I hear something. This language. Oh God.
Does anyone else hear
Can you-
anything?
I heard something along. Damn ago.
This is dark shit. Black. This. Give me 1 second. She's gonna look in her book a second.
Now that you're close enough, you swear you can hear like a hymn chant.
I have an idea. No. Thou is going to pull a patch from the inside of her cloak, because it is a robe of useful items, technically. And out from it comes a 10-foot pole.
Classic.
And then Sao will hand it to Liska and then just... Alright, I think you're the one with the longest reach of all of us. You can either choose to poke it or throw it like a javelin. I really don't care.
Wait, what am I poking or javelining?
Sao just gestures to mini skill.
Oh. Do you care if we get this back?
No.
She's gonna toss like a javelin at the at the closest skeleton. This
Oh,
one.
All right, just go ahead and roll just a improvised weapon attack.
It's 20. I don't think I get my proficiency with that, so let's see, strength. It's 4.
12. You
Hit a stationary skill.
you very easily strike the back of the skeleton, and the entire thing just collapses in a pile. And then you watch the head of the front skeleton sort of leans down and then falls off the neck.
Suspicious.
Oh no, like at the tree. You know, loud noises, things haven't been disturbed in a long time.
Well,
It makes sense.
so guess it's a closer look.
I, for one, am not into going into the spooky chapel. That's just me.
Further here.
As Agatha kind of flutters further inward, You notice, or rather, it notices. She notices across the chest of this figure, the hooded figure, are a number of strange runic symbols oriented in a circular pattern. Around a familiar eye symbol.
Oh, Jashar's face just drops.
Well, better pick it up then.
Is this symbol of the awakening?
That's bad news.
This language I heard, I think of it before. Black speech? Black tongue? Not bode well.
Oh, so this was a chapel of the people that lost the war?
So
Maybe, yeah.
Do we want to trash it, ignore it? What are we doing here? Kind of don't like being too long in one place.
I would rather destroy it if I can. Those rules.
Yeah.
Or we could just have our group shoot it as we're leaving. It'll make a bit of a noise, but we'll be gone before anything goes near it. Like doing it in a fashion way might just be too loud.
Question, Dejar. Does the comprehend languages? Are you able to see through your familiar when you do this?
Well, it says.
You understand any written language that you see?
Yeah, it's of whether the familiar understands it, or whether it's using. I don't know if it's using their senses.
I mean, it's still Dejar's mind seeing.
So
All right.
if I'm touching it, if she lights on it, yeah, I could understand the language.
Okay. So
As long
you
as see through, like.
Oh.
So, sorry. There are certain instances like that familiar, like detect, because you can't on your body, but comprehend languages is a mental thing. So Dejar would be seeing through the eyes of the bird, but still have the mental cognizance of Dejar.
Okay then. So you would be able to read this then. It's a cyclical phrase, or rather sentence. Get that?
I got it, but it didn't translate for some reason.
Right, okay, give me a second.
I see a bunch of missing icons as well.
I see that too, which is funny.
Oh dear. Oh, I'm gonna take out her notebook and scribble this down quite precisely, and write a note at where she found it. Okay, I think we're done here. Arngrim can blow this into a crater for all I care.
Hang on. Actually, let's see, you'll be able to see that also through Agatha's eyes, wouldn't you? Hang on. You see through Agatha's eyes, now that you're this close, kind of around the back of the statue. Yeah, you noticed an arched recess in the wall behind the statue where the bricks look to be loose and sort of disjointed. This may have once been an empty archway that's been sort of filled in with masonry at one point.
Scorched her.
I think I just discovered what happens just by accident.
Oh, a possible secret passage, maybe. Okay, he's going to bring her her bird back and then disconnect her familiar scent. Okay then. New things came to light. I found out what was written on there. Not good. There may be a secret passage behind the statue. However, I'd rather that be destroyed or going in, personally. Maybe
Like, Liska's gonna kind of step up and look back. So, with Liska look at the wall. Like, the fact that I can't see past it seems to me that this wall is still standing.
It seems to be still standing, yes.
Okay. Like, so, I mean, if that's there, and Liska's gonna kind of look this way and start slowly headed up. I mean, we have to find a way past it. So, let's just give it a look-see. She's kind of slowly meanders her way just to see, because we came up from know what it looks at from the side, so she's going to step what I step. Ooh. She sits there and points out the pile of skeletons over here. Like, alright. What yeah, exactly the sound I made. From what I can see, it looks like there's just a tiny little bit of
Skeleton.
No, that's a bigger bit. No, that looks like there's a small little alcove at the back of the church. So that could be.
You see.
So the thing that.
You see. Looks like sort of rugged, partly collapsed tower attached to the easternmost part of the chapel ruins.
Yeah, so it looks like there was something back there. I don't specifically know what, but it seems to.
It looks like it's.
It seems to.
It looks like it's hollow almost.
Yes. So, again, it seems to support what Dejar was saying, that there might be a secret passageway or something. Like, maybe not secret, but it seems like there was something at the back of the church before it came down, and they built it. They liked it well enough that they built it well enough that it did not collapse a bit.
So, crypt, catacomb.
Yep.
So here's a more important question. Why do we care?
I don't.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too keen diving into catacomb in the Morbog of all places.
Yep. So I was the one that wanted to take care of it in case there was any funky stuff that might follow us.
Yeah, just fire at it with the steam hammer.
Yeah.
My main worry was actually if something might come alive, but if everything is buried and locked away, I'm kind of tempted to.
Actually.
It's, no, it's okay. No. Oh, you can't see it yet. Go ahead.
I hate all these crawlies. There's crawlies everywhere.
But I do want to at least check it out in detail, because
you know.
I don't have a
let's make
familiar
it-
to look through.
Let's make it quick then. We've already been
Want
here
to send the
long
familiar through first.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Why is everyone going back that way?
I'm just
I wanted to go look at it.
Yeah, but it's like collapsed and there's like some holes in the back.
Oh, okay. I didn't see those, so I thought I want to go look at the things inside.
Yeah, but there's also, again, skeletons. So, okay, to determine what Liska's doing, what the fuck is everyone else doing?
Yeah.
I'm getting over
Y'all are
here.
going back and coming back, what's happening?
Yeah, I
I
thought we were
was
going around
going
front.
to. So I was going to go and have a look, but not, all willy-nilly. She's moving carefully.
So Liska will be first then.
Yeah, I'll be over here.
Gabbo.
Gabbo's just running through the world because he has
Going
water
to town.
walking.
Yeah.
I mean, I have that too.
Vellum's gonna be right next to Sal because she wants to go look at things and
Yeah, Liska's gonna come up and she's gonna check to see if any of these skeletons have weapons.
Go ahead and make a investigation check, kind of rummaging through the piles of bones here.
Okay, wow, 15.
15. You do discover a small kind of scimitar half buried in the dirt and grime. You see a bow on another set of arrows.
Yep. Question: what is the state of the scimitar?
It looks ancient, worn, rusted.
Alright. Yeah, Liska's gonna pick up the scimitar and just chunk it the fuck into the water.
Okay. Sploosh.
And then to come up to the bow, pick it up, and then just crack it over her knee.
Mm-hmm.
And just throw it back on the ground.
Okay.
And she's gonna look around for any other weapons.
Alright.
Just like, fuck these guys, if they come back to life, they're gonna be unarmed.
Okay.
they're only gonna have their bony little fists.
With a 15, you do discover a number of other weapons, about 4 more scimitars.
Yep, they are. She's gonna start chunking the second one, then kind of pause, look to Vellum's like, do you want like to melt this down or something?
It's probably no good, but at least let me have a look at it. If it's old, it might be something to it.
All right, sure. And she like flips
Okay.
the sword, catches it by the blade, and hands it to Vellum, and then
Stabs herself.
and then just kind of waits before she chunks the rest of the weapons. If there are any other bows, she'll break them, but with the scimitars, she'll just gather them up and give them to the Vellum.
So I wanna just take a quick look at this, see if it's of any worth. Like, is there any unique techniques in its creation, or like traits of it that seem odd, or is it just like a basic ass old ass scimitar?
It seems to be a very basic, rusty scimitar.
Yeah, whatever. Just throws it over his shoulder.
All right.
The fact that
then
it's
Liska's
rusted means it wasn't good enough to warrant attention.
All right, then yeah, Liska's just gonna grab, or just like take the rest and just again throw them into the water.
Okay.
If you see
Actually-
any big ones, let me know, but otherwise, not really.
Actually, something that Liska will do because she's kind of curious, and one because things might live in water. She's gonna get a scimitar and she's gonna try to throw it into the tree, to stick it into the trunk.
Alright. With your natural strength, it's not difficult at all. You into the side of the tree.
She just kind of looks around, see if the tree responds. Okay, cool, and then just like continues to dispose of the scimitars.
Okay.
All right. Fuck those skeletons.
As you kind of peer over, with your height, you're able to see this. You see what looks like a runic stone sarcophagus. Partly kind of shunted aside by the rubble.
Hey, there's something. Yeah, there's something in here. It looks like there was a sarcophagus.
Was
Was?
Well, it doesn't look in the best condition here, and since Dajar has comprehend languages, she's gonna like offer to lift her up.
Right. Okay.
There's
I'm
there's some writing on top of it.
I'm currently picturing Deshar just sort of snaking her body around Liska's arm as she's raised up.
no, this
Right,
just
right.
like straightens her out like in a cartoon, and then just
But, yeah, like Dajar right now looks like
Boing.
Bobcat. like
Lock.
like a slide whistle.
God, that's a throwback.
Yeah, it is.
Alright. Alright then, I will go and check this sarcophagus out. Ruined sarcophagi. Ooh. So, as I go in there, Jandra, what does my comprehend languages tell me about these ruins?
You see, it's dwarven, actually.
Oh.
Oh, fuck. Well, he calls out to the rest of the party. It says, blood of the dwarves, blood for the master. I don't understand that completely.
I think, hold on. She like looks around. I think it's blood of dwarves, blood of the master.
Oh, okay. That makes more sense.
Either way, that's good.
Not good. Jots this down in her notes. Right. I'll let the commander know through some singing spells at the next campsite. That's concerning, regardless. Tries to snake her way of that area. Okay. That's
Do we care about what's
interesting
inside the
find.
sarcophagus?
I think that this might be something that is worth letting Angrim know about.
We're good when we go back.
You know what? Might as well check it out anyway. Expect it. Opens.
You just
Do
climb
I-
back in and you're gonna open the sarcophagus?
Yeah, I think so.
By yourself.
Yes. Let's open a sarcophagus.
Let
It
the
will have
squishy
something
wizard go
temple.
into a alcove by themselves and open a fucking
I'm
the
go-
necromantic
Hey, hey, hold on. She would look at it like he wants to open it. It's like, wait, I am not strong enough. Can someone come in here and help me? If you don't mind.
Let's
Are you going into the
Yeah, because Liska was just holding you up to look in. Or are you actually going inside the tower?
I'm going in.
Maybe wait a second. Gonna like grab whatever part he can grab before she just over the fucking wall.
What?
Going into spooky, tight, cramped spaces by yourself, not a good idea.
Fair point.
Let's go.
Yeah, so let's see. So this wall is shorter than Liska. So she'll come up and she'll just can Liska make a roll? I wish Arkham was here. Can Liska make a roll to be like, what rock can I take away that won't collapse the rest of it on me?
Okay. This would be either a
Jenga check. Roll for Jenga.
Jenga, yeah. Just go ahead and make a straight up either wisdom or intelligence check, because you're not a stonemason by any means.
They're both the same mod, so let's go intelligence.
Man, if only we had a
17.
Oh, shit, look at
really
that.
good with. He
Nice.
was really cutting stone.
You could
right, that's what I said, I wish
you
it
could
was-
probably take away the remainder of this stone without the rest collapsing.
Alright. So Liska will do just that.
All right,
Just
it's
like start from the top and then like set it off to the side like right here. So she opens up a pathway.
It's not difficult to do. They are loose stones, and they've been there for probably centuries. The mortar is probably rotten and weathered away. These stones are loose. You now have access.
Alright.
So yeah, Liska's gonna look back, be like, okay, so everyone prepared? because shit might go awry as soon as we touch this thing.
Alright, let me get in there. Wiggle scoots by. He's like, I mean, I keep forgetting how tall this guy is. Like, is like 6 foot butt height, or is it like thigh?
Yeah, probably butt height.
Okay, so not going between the legs, then gonna scoot around.
Unless you want a face full of ass.
I mean, you know,
many
not
people
now.
would with this guy.
Time and place. No, he'll just sort of sidle around, getting at least within striking distance, if anything.
Okay,
Waiting for him to be in position.
I must slow it down because I'm like, I'm gonna go over here.
Slither your ass over there next to the skeleton.
Alright.
Actually,
Where's Sal
I'm gonna go
going?
over this direction.
She's down south.
Oh, I mean, in that case, it's gonna go fucking that way.
Down south.
Hey.
There we go. Buddy system.
Alright, before we actually do something that gets us minutes to top.
We did.
Dang, that was session.
We did start.
It started a bit late.
Yeah, we did start a little bit late, and I'd like to leave it off on a narrative note.
Okay. Well, so let it be known, y'all can't see from where Sal and Vellum. Y'all can't see inside.
Right, well, I don't know why Sal's over here, but Vellum was
I went to check the other way around because
Oh, okay. I get
Only
there's a
Grunker
wall
can
there,
go that
game.
way.
Hello.
There we go.
I mean I can too. I also have a ring of water walking.
Oh, do you have it attuned?
It,
Does it
It's
require
not-
attunement?
It's an
it
attunement.
doesn't need attunement.
Which is a nice thing.
Why I have it.
Alright, so yeah,
Let's
so
get
she comes in.
steps
Let me,
inside.
Okay, Grunker's
Fucking
small.
small.
Yeah, he can just go wherever he wants.
Also could literally occupy my space because he's small.
Yeah, but that's
Um,
the clusterfuck. Alrighty, so some
Alright,
later
so-
but not activated at the ready, and ready in action that some gabadagoo jumps out or like shit goes down. On it goes.
Alright. Liska is going to sword and shield ready, then realize it's like Papa Grunka, just be like, oh, Grunk, can you
No.
move a little bit over here?
Yeah, I don't want to block you if you yeah, we go. You're nice and safe behind that.
Yeah, you're tiny enough. And then she's like, okay, cool. And then she's gonna like door breach kick the top of the sarcophagus off.
All right, make me
Alright.
an athletics check.
Oh, hilarious. The spider.
21. You
Mountain
shove away the lid, and it falls away with a thud against the stone floor. A sudden chill surges through your veins, Liska.
A trap. I keep forgetting we don't have a rope.
God.
Save though.
I was about to ask, should I cast detect magic?
Oh wow.
You see the sudden surge of chill through your veins. The rest of you see her veins bulging against her skin. And she strains to be pulled against the edge of the stone casket. But Liska, you pull away just in time. Little bit of blood.
A little bit of drugs.
A little bit of blood, kind of pooling against the ends of your fingers. And while you take some damage, you saved, so take half of that damage.
Yeah. Because that's happening, and Liska's immediate response is something in there is doing that. She's just gonna step down with the Dragon Slayer.
Yeah,
Alright.
I mean, I'm pretty sure some gabadagoo is going on, so I'm activating.
You shunk into the bottom of the bottom of the tomb, into a set of dusty, mossy, dwarven remains.
I slash for good measure because radiant damage.
Once again, you do the same into remains that have not yet moved.
There we go. No, we
Never will.
that was to do anything, it would have done it by now.
And you see a number of items within.
So this was like kick, stab. Oh,
Yeah.
Before we go even thinking about doing any of that, any of you magic folk want to maybe
Detect magic.
detect the magic in here or something?
like yes.
Sal
we would.
just looks to the jar.
let's go. Just like
Yeah,
Take this
I'll
one
do
step
the
out.
detect magic.
All right, so you can go ahead and cast that.
Considering so it just happened when Liska popped the lid, wouldn't be too weird if there was anything wrong with some of the stuff.
Let's see.
Bella's being
Where's
cautious.
that?
Aren't you proud of him?
the average roll on that damage.
So I believe it should show up with a number of runes.
Faith?
Ooh, shit.
Oh, that was cool.
I think like Spice is seeing things on the map.
I'm sure he is.
Yeah. I guess reason some of them I can't click on. Oh, there we go. Oh shit.
And I believe
Interesting.
in the description of your Dispel Magic, it should show you which runes are which.
Yeah, it does, and I am I'm gonna grab most of these. But I hold up the first one, like I see a stone that does not look normal. Common soul stone. I have never encountered that before.
Oh, are
Considering-
you raiding the sarcophagus?
I'm reading the sarcophagus, yes.
Oh no. And also, I'm concerned about the fact that the soul stone is a sarcophagus. Methinks it's somebody's soul.
I
Yep.
like it, but ooh.
Could smash it.
But still.
You see
the
it.
soul stone. That looks like the fucking soul stone from Diablo 3.
It does.
The
That's a problem.
one
Yep,
that
you see.
I think I know.
Oh,
I think I know where
Oh,
this
good.
is gonna lead.
I don't like
Yep.
any of this.
Yeah.
Gurka looks at the soul stone. Oh, I got one of those.
The jar just mid looting. Excuse me, what?
Oh yeah, we found this like long ago. I put it. It kind of like it can't hurt to touch, so that's kind of in my bag and just left it there.
Right.
This is very interesting to know.
Just go back.
I like these last song.
And a dwarven death mask. What? Yeah, I'm gonna take this as well.
Yeah, you're kind of a
love
pack
that.
rat, aren't you?
They're all going into my fucking back holding.
I know, but like Vellum, that was in character. Vellum's just watching the jar. Or just, okay.
You also
it's
you also have the dwarven remains there, clad in a set of robes. It seems.
The robes tattered, or are they still in good
they're
condition?
probably in half, considering I bisected the entire corpse.
I don't know if they're magic. If they're magic robes, maybe not.
They seem tattered and worse for wear. Like they seem.
Are stabs damage at all?
Now they are.
Okay.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just gonna leave that there.
Okay.
Yeah, no.
So you.
She steps back. Ooh,
So go ahead.
ooh, boy. There's something. He points to the around. There's something wrong. Something on those bones.
So you.
Are they hold something?
Behind you.
Go ahead. Continue.
You hear the clacking of bones. They're not just there, in the distance as well.
Okay, time to leave.
And that's where we leave off.
Liska sees Liska sees these things like coming up, and she's like, "Ha! I knew it! Fucking bones."
And that's where we'll leave off.
I'm just picturing the Baldur's Gate 3 bit. It's just like looting all the corpses of their weapons and then triggering the fight.
Yep.
Oh, smiley face, hadn't I?
We'll say it now. I'm kind of sad we didn't have Atlas here.
Yeah.
This seems like his thing.
Yeah.
I mean, we're near Dwarven land, so there could be more things. Just a cultural.
Yeah, he's not far. I'm sure you can show
Actually,
him
is
all
he
this.
within 500 feet?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, we can just bring it up next time. He can charge in and be like, "Oh, by the way, we were looking at a dwarven crypt. This is what happened."
Yeah.
Worst case scenario, I will fire a flare.
Yeah, you're not far from Arngrim, and yeah, I'm sure you can show him all the stuff that you've gotten and kind of fill him in on the details. But regardless,
Yeah.
This is exactly why I wanted to check this out.
yeah, and all my hard work didn't go to waste.
Yeah.
Anyway, until next time, I'm going to stop recording here.